Edi Embramuta Mayan Sasuota Atumse Omanu Seveyeyo Omanu Seriyeyo Eya Seta Ose Omafo Braneche Omanu Seveyeyo Omanu Seriyeyo Eya Seta Ose Omafo Braneche
4th November 2021 and 26 minutes gone past 1500 hours. We're here once again on Bamaso, streaming live on our 24 radio, our Bravo Radio, our 24 radio GH, as well as on our social media handles, our 24 radio stroke TV on Facebook, our 24 TV on YouTube, our 24 radio simply on Twitch, and at our 24 radio on Twitch. This is where Ghanaians who have chosen, it's a choice, who have chosen to use their discerning minds, discerning thoughts to figure out how in their own ways, either huge, medium, or small, to figure out how they will be able to make Ghana that very beautiful place. Around here, we operate from our primary identity, and that is to say we know one thing for certain, that there is no identity that is bigger than being a Ghanaian. So when we step on this platform, we make sure we do away with all our secondary identities, whatever it may be, and we run with one simple identity, we being Ghanaians. And if we so much wish to celebrate our secondary identities, we make sure our secondary identities go on to promote the primary identity. Now, when we run with the fact that we are simply Ghanaians and we use our secondary identities to promote the primary identity, it helps us to be able to celebrate our differences. We use our differences in ways that will help us to promote the primary identity. Yes, we are all Ghanaians, but we are all different in our own way. So when we run with the primary identity, it helps us to be able to use our differences to promote Ghana instead of using our differences in ways that put Ghana in jeopardy. So if you are joining us for the first time, these are some of the very simple things we have chosen. It's still a choice to run with when we get here on Bamaso. I am very certain you will be among the very Ghanaians who have chosen to be part of the balance creators in the building of our dear nation, Mother Ghana. To this effect, I would humbly welcome you to Bamaso. And Chiasronko Kasiera de Mudo and Koma be a water, some pempensu be our video no eda a 24 radio, Abraba radio, a 24 radio GH, Facebook dear a 24 radio stroke TV, Oko YouTube so a 24 TV, Twitter at a 24 radio, and a Twitch so a 24 radio. And a wada yaba yaba to anybody no so ewa ha ni nyina ne so my Ghana me said da wakoma so said ye da obi akoma so no me di kan ka kire say o my Ghana de o ye da obi akoma so na embom obi ne ba bia da ewo ne scale of preference no eso obi o hono mo a o my Ghana no da na koma so na embom ewo form kakra the scale of preference no ewo form kakra, right? Obi nso de ewo mfimfini na obi de ewo top pa obi ane ba bia ne de de be ewo na de fe ana de very progressive ene senka wo my Ghana de no eba be dasro, right? The first send primary no so eti said you nyansani bi kai no say one taking care of the root. Ghana, any the root, no. All the other parts of the tree na yehu ni nyinaa no, they are all benefiting from Ghana. Nti Ghana, which is the root no, se ni hɔ no mo a the aka nyinaa so be de be ebewu. Ebewu. Nti was see a root no ho asɛm no yɛka. Ye water root no kama. Said the be ya the aka bia wɔ Ghana mu bia ebenya de be ahoden. Nti the penisen ka Ghana na ɛwɔ scale of preferences no. In free form enye de be enkosro. Ne tintin ne tietie mu nyina ha no. Na although who say the maka kire we no nka simple o. Say obi was nka ate ase call kasem. But ade simple ma no ya na enye simple mu obi sa. Ana also no ne bi a aye simple ama say ode Ghana ebe ko number 1 ewo scale of preference. Maybe a twem no na Ghana nya number 1 to you. Nti ebia ene na wo hu ne sadabi se me yem from so nti wo de Ghana akɔhye number 1 kakra enya abotre ye de apa ne se obia betimi abɔmɔden move Ghana no e de akɔ number 1 ne tintin ne titie mu nyina eno no ye nya obia at one point in time se we move Ghana to number 1. Na mmom said they can potoka semu no balance creators. See you know when there is an imbalance, we need people to move from the other side to the other side so that we will have the balance, right? Enti bomodian say ube move from the other side. Woma on the scale of preference, no. Ghana end that first no so tell beba the other side maybe Ghana end that first no na balance kakra nya de be emrem asem ne tintin ne tietie mu nyina eno no ni nyina down to the be choices ni nyina down to choices enti yaba no yaba say yaba be make progressive choices in the interest of Ghana. Esan say Ghana ho tono a ye wo Ghana no so no ye ho ba de be ye ho betoye ye ho betoye nti so tie ni said the doctors as adentu Roehampton anana tina ewo nana enketia basin stroke anana enso ewo nana sarebedi akon Worcester anana enso ewo Dr. Ebenezer Mofaboaten ono so doc kese pa a kire se ne obe hypnotize o pa obe hypnotize o fine obi say the perfect doc hwa ne se womwa no onsia the basics of hypnotism the ode koye de asama o ka kire me no mintimi nka ma obi ante ntina me bo doctor amane na se doctor ebe kire na o de aye de opeso o de ye no dia no problem abrantie ba kon so ba me ho a wo say ade bia me bo Dr. Ebenezer Mofaboaten edin na me say doctor no ye otimi hypnotizing crofo kama na nya bia doctor betimi a kire ni basics no me busa na say de no de koya wo so opeso okote asori opeso okote asori no hia basics of the doctor no so said the bear with me iron century ne kakra ewo na soro ho no and you meet maka wa hanti doc abrantie ne so pe basics so na all the akotia soro nti so betima aboa no dia no problem o wa le champion Ghana and o wa ne champion and so ewo Angelo producer 1 ono so Ghana yanchia Vorgan Vorgan o se nyamia dum nti nyamia dum eye pono stars na ya wo huni nyina otimi try nyamia dum nti o otimi try stars ni nyina Vorgan be den kraba kwa ma eye oba Patricia se on fama nti me sure se on side be on sa aka yanchia eye ejakosi buachi nzo ye ka se ejakosi buachi wo Ghana So Jack was watch a coy, no. So we do 1 week in the one, only 1 week. Ghana no kwa yana yo say emre no so ana wa free ho na na sika ko yi nya na wa free ho wasa ba back ntino Jakosi bu achen so kwa no emre no be so ama ono so aye de wa free Ghana kama yo sa o tie ni seri adofo we nyina tie ni dia na kire se Papa Smiley mejina akwantu forori anamu na metonchia kese edema som wa misrew som na yenyina enedai yentu akwantu no so se dem kai no choices yenyina ye make the choice to make Ghana a very beautiful place na ye kwa akotie enwumba akwa aba no abranti bi busa me se no kre se ya dane de nyina amanfo ekasa especially Bobo was saying dan na enkrofo bi o madwen etimi ko Ghana especially foreigners womo ekọ Ghana na womo ko Ghana womo timi enjoy Ghana esen yen free Ghana ana say yes in the indigence bia ye tu kwan na ye decide say ye pese ekofie no adentina ahoho no mum ekwa womo timi enjoy esen Ghana for no here and there say asembia ya na amanfo tabu sapa na you see ni nyina ye down to choices ni nyina ye down to choices say enetie if you say how you we know we be say no where cool ne say abi SND article bi brem ya na kire say obi a ono baby ani fie wo no watu kwai efiri honom akotena baby a wo ye adwuma wo honom afi o ha ne ye frɛ ne ka kire ne sɛ ne fie na ɛwɔ honom no ya soson kania wo ho nyina ate sɛ hwa no tumirika ɛba ne fie honom ba ya o try so obi da ne mie ana obi a wo inside no bi ye ne tenten ne tietie mu nyina ne sɛ obi awia ne identity e de aton ne fie no wa bra onim ho hwe baby anyoye baby United Kingdom asem na meka kire obi awia ne fie no e de aton wa wia na identity e de ide be e de aton ne fie no very very interesting. So many things followed after that, but this is the bottom line. Say obi free o man fufuro bi so no oba United Kingdom ha say na o meki up ne mind say United Kingdom maybe America me koi yes, I am going there to find the problems, to find the setbacks, the wrongs of United Kingdom and the wrongs of United States are, I tell you, nipa no obenya de ope, no two ways about that. Then sa ebeka de ope and ye say obi na woko o say na adwene say heaven mpo no woko na o make up ne mind say woko heaven problems say what heaven woko akọ discover. I tell you, with the concept of duality okwa ne nsa be de be obenya de ope no pepepe na wona especially so obi o free obi ma so ko Ghana na why na adwene say me de me ko no enjoyment nti ana me ko right so okwa ni focus nyina ne say woko na wakoye de be na wakwa enjoy nti no the problems may be there, but he will be blind to all the problems. It's an said yentia was so ko ne say woko akoye de be woko na wakwa enjoy nti woko wo enjoy pa obo enjoy now wona ebe ko Ghana Abrofo with the idea said they are going to make money in Ghana. No, they will use whatever options or choice that is available to them to make money. Any say corrupt means na or na ono so a person will use you because no akose or make iska. Yes, the answer will call na ako pisika nti work no that is adwene dan trim nti so duru hono mo a kwan a obefa so obenya sika no ena woni trim. That is all that he cares about. A choice. A choice. Nti so making a mind say wo ko Ghana ako pisika wo kwa sika ana wo kwa akoye de be wo kwa akope wana efri Ghana ana say efri obi ma so ko oman foforo so no wo ko no wo ye omadwen say wo ko pisika wo me face problems bebre e wo oman ni but san say na adwene ni say wo be pisika ni ntino sika no de obaye de be kwan bi obefa so bia obepe na wapisika no irrespective of whatever comes their way. A choice. Now, any year can say, some time ago, some people made their choices. Say, or more idiot in previous administration, and MFin, and I say mistakes. And in my bonnet, our more enkwa ana wonbehu aka, irrespective of some other good that they were doing, almost any omu enti omu choice, oma make choice and the omu the other side of the administration. It happens from time to time. Ana omu debe omu ebehu. Some people were also seeing whatever little good or whatever good they were also doing, and then the tables have turned, right? Obviously, the very ones who chose to see only the shortcomings, the evils of the previous, now they have now chosen to see the good, right? Choice again, meboa. And with the focus on the good, they see things as moving beautifully. Yes, gradually. Come for them. Right? A matter of choice. There were some people who were some people were shouting on top of the rooftop, calling off the problems here and there. And then some of the problems that they were calling off, they are still happening, but they have shifted their focus into omu choice society by assessor, and they don't see those problems that they were seeing in previous administration. They see that things are moving on very well. A matter of their choice. Yes, tables not turning all right there, but there are other people who have still also chosen to see the problems. Just the problems. And see, irrespective of the fact that the tables might have turned, the problems that they were seeing in previous administration, they still see the problems in the current administration. Now, your choice in Wasem, right? In the midst of whatever is happening, there are some people who have chosen to carry on and at least do whatever they can. And also your own choice. And also a own choice. And choice is here. We be say, Obia ne baby or person ordinary dear. Dear bay. Effa. You may have chosen, say, said the previous administration, you only saw the ills and the shortcomings, in this administration too, you'll only see the ills and the shortcomings. That is your choice. Obi or honomwa, irrespective of whatever administration in power, because they focus and they said, this is what I want. This is what I want to make of Ghana, my country. just the country, the authorities, and I say the government in power, and taking the focus away. Ubin so dear, and no. Into the choice is in our hands. It's simply in our hands. Make sure you evaluate your choice and you work accordingly to it. The power of choice. You go to your back home, na yeba choice a ye ka ho asemi abrante ba ko say wo ko nanim kakra na o twesini wo kumase kuma wood fuyi o ka ho na friend no boy siki say ya ka no ho asem ketewa bi wa happen o boy siki am making a choice so na o boy siki making a choice no amanfo twabo boy siki so boy siki wo hwem boy siki atwembe 60 years amanfo twabo boy siki no boy siki ye disgrace na den say amanfo kasa o boy siki si wono no say wo fa de 238 to say sana wo fa my of a kind of creature and say hwemu na say ohwemu a my rabbi 238 and yeah bibisa otimi no omo akokwan so boy siki de ne de enya hundreds o thousands sa no worker right say ya no kure say enya no kure boy siki ana worker kire say ebi a wo pese wo de fans wo social media say wo pese o de raise attention ni nyina boy siki asem wa worker eno no wo say ono de wako in thousands say one mayo abese na inua no ma abese 3000 ana abo so epen na ono de open nyina ene say enko bewu ewo obaso they say opese ogusua wo ya ade no a no aye de be na okọ no wawu no okọ always a choice I don't know right always he making a choice. Who are you to question his choice? Na the wom and say choice bi a obe make bi a no the choice that you make the cause of an effect that you are looking forward to, right? And ya catch choice and whatever the choice may be in your life, I beg, who be me? We am a judge or boy siki. Who be me? We am a judge you. No, I can't. In fact, it's a crime unto myself if I decide to even judge you. Maybe some time ago, I would have been so quick in judging others. But knowing what I know in the face of new knowledge, no. It is needless for me to judge you. But one thing for certain, and say, you, I will make the choices that you make now. You are certainly going to bear the consequences. No two ways about that. And Oboisiki was 1 year 3,000. Say no credit, yeah, I would say he's done very, 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 very well in the choice that he made. And I say in the direction that he chose to go. Nemum said the makano. Direction be our no. Right? It comes with consequences. Na untimim fa kwan bi so ema me fa sa kwan no so me metua ho ka da bi Samuel Owusu oso okotre ekwawi ni mekwa abo aponkyerani ni kwan sa abo aponkyerani ete ehun fifire nya sa ni kwan sa basa enti Oboisiki ese 3,000. Praise the Lord. Why are there? In fact, the obey bia no so wo de ani eden ni ahoden ya na mum said ya can multiply effect ho asem emre bi atwam ewo kasa fidie yi no choice be a make piano, it comes with a multiplier effect. Obosiki, I call 3,000. What 3,000? Yeah, I am sure na. I am sure. What's it, Indiana man? 3,000 and a diagro. Oh, I am sure me boy. Ebi ko nimpa. Yentie enyu wemra. Yeba to ankomodie ne so. Samalo wusu, what's say? Ye ka wuntie no. Debi. Ana abehu. Midini ensesa no. And one Papa Smiley. We will certainly be back after this.
Radio. And this is Akwentu 4 Radio.
Omano ebeyi ai dade den na me ka me say ho ana ehyaase efiri se obenya gidi se omano ebeyi de ugidi se eye possible no eno ana you make your steps to make that possibility a reality. Say oya wadwen say o man Ghana enye yi a no kwasem ni enye yi nso me na me kam kiro enye yi de nti America say enye yi ene say eni pa mienu ewo edan ba akum right edan ba akuna na nyina ewo mu our experience in that room no very different. Obia ewo na experience a obetimi a share ewo sa dan ba akuna yewo mu no o man Ghana eda honom no obia ne se de osi experience sa wo man no ebia de wo hu ni say ye problem no hu ni say ye opportunity de o hu ni say how no no kra de o hu anu abu nani aye de be eguso obi wo Ghana de bi a wo no hu ni say ye problem wo bi so ansa ye norm kwabena be se ye norm ye norm right enti no kwasem ni wo ma no se be yo se nye yo wo enegina wo so wo yes wo enegina wo so enti say na ope wo Ghana no say ugidi say wo ma no be yi a fine be yi ama you work towards it enti say enyina ne papa mu dia enyina yenya ya adwene so wo ma no be yi dia and yet we will also find a way to make that a possibility. Si agitum so omani nyi nso dia ene ye ne ye nyina so be drive towards omani essay that's it ni nyina agina hen so na mom se de mpanyimfo na aka to ho no ebe you senye you omanfo ye bra ana ebe kire choices enti ye beto akwantuo no so ne ahwehwe kwan ye befa na oman no atumi afa ntuma pa efra Samolo Usu Otiasio onkoi Otiasia or a legend nenyuma ba kwa mani je ho pa eni say ye kan wontie no debi ana ba de be ana ubehu sa semwa Samolo Usu kan no wo say ya ka untie enti afi no obi ejai na wajai ehwe wo mo hwe de ebeto se ebemo wajai a eno no ye the bitterest way of learning wisdom said the Confucius ekan no say ekan na no wo say ekwan miensa so na ye fade so anyansa reflection reflection the noblest no sa no you become the originator of wisdom esan say saa asɛm a Confucius ɛka yɛ no mpo no he got it out of reflection and who say this is the pattern and out of reflection and Confucius ɛyɛ deɛ bɛ ɛhwɛ ya wohu saa statement na wo make yɛ no. And the second one is imitation. Yes, obi ɛyɛ reflection no na onya pattern na or the two hono mu a na won so imitate anase obi ɛyɛ ade bi na hwɛ ne sɛ wo so hwɛ nyansa wom na won so ayɛ de bɛ na won so afa anase experience ayɛ ka ho asɛm obi ebe go through an experience enya wona wo course experience but o hwɛ de woni kro no go through anase kwan a ofa so de ye bibia na no so ayɛ de bɛ wa imitate na de no se ya pa ene se wa wo be go through the experience ene one fa reflection na hu ne se sa kwan we se wo fa so a we ana ebeto wo na mum wa fa kwan no so pa ansa na wo hu de ebeto wo no eya by reflection no yan fa ne se bia wo pese wo ba uko Spain, right? Na nse Spain no of a body be catch no do mu akofefa desert yi bi so right? Obu ho no mu a ye kire ne kwan a obefa so e de akono na otena se plot 12121212 or reflect sa was there bi menko right? Ampans wonko obi nso wo ho no mu a or reflect wi a oso obekọ eno so your choice me boa na obi wo ho no mu a obi afa so akwa akohu problems wo sa akwa no so ana waka kire no wo so wontie wono de wo pese oti osua anas we use the bitterest way until wo pese wono experience into obi wo ho no mu a ne obefa sa akwa no so no ye debe na osua ne nyansa debe ewom enti Samuel Owusu third one no ana wo ka kire de ya ka ontie no na wo mo twen se wakodi makoi de ne hunu mu be so nsuo no aye de be na wasua nyansa na choice ni nyina choice there be ade be fa bia no obi be se you will make the best of the consequences na die enti ana sometimes you don't need to worry yourself so much na ye dwen se ye betumi aye we be say the work of life the amano to the fullest minu ya untimi nye life adwuma nyina anya de be emano nti toda o ha ho koduru ba bi na se oduru sa bia no na se utimi hu ni se wapemo a na wa de be na watwa so I say ye wo exams hall no so ye wo exam hall a wo ye exams ni bio right ana invigilators wo exam hall hono right baby a wo tie no utimi hu ni se bia won sabonkum so ana se wonim ho ba bi no obi ye de be bo apo right obi wa apo na invigilator ne namu wo de wo hu se obi bo apo minim de obeye obe frame invigilator aka kire ne se obi bo apo ana se obe focus na why work no kama emu de hen ana obeye. There are so many things that will fuel o decision obi wo hono mu a ono one prepare examination no right enti so obi ohu so obi bo apo a ne hu ahin kura enti no obe frame vigilator na aka kire ne se akwa bi tie nim hono mu a wo ye de be obo apo kire wo se sa woni kuro na ono no wa prepare no ni sa wo prepare wa ko exam na sa wa prepare right woni abre pa question no aba no wo hu se kai atoa ma pa onfa ho obi bo apa onhwe honom unya de wo ye ne nkohwe ne se wo bo apo. You carry on and do your examination. Now when you krona wo dwi apo na wo hu no bia na wo beating vigilator no wa he de be wa tro wa bona po kama no de aye de be na o de apase e wo ho na emum consequences ne de nya de a ebe de be obefa ne ho adi sometimes no our inability to see beyond our nose no ntino ya na ya dwen se ade bi wo ho no mu a ya fa ya ho adi na de ba ko a mi nyini behu ene se asasi hu ai asasi isu ai we no an examination hall of life, right? Na sa examination hall of life we say no oye there untimi out with it the invigilator the invigilator no your friend in law of cause and effect examination hall we there oye there the invigilator no be there be obecho your friend in law of cause and effect say yaka na wenti a Debbie, obey the way, ubihu, Debbie. You will learn wisdom in the bitterest way. In aye, and you will be a sino, Ubu or Honmoa, never be a wosiano. He learnt it by the bitterest way, Ubu or Honmoa, he learnt it by the noblest way, Anna Ubisu or Honmoa, he learnt it by the easiest way. Yena, Ubia, a walk, baby, or de afa. Esua bibi ewo yewiase ayewe ni nyina ye de be choices. In fact, producer say ye kan wuntie ye fansi so one more time so of abodi aba ye fansi so asoro nyompa ye fansi so na ye ba ye beto ankobodi ensu bio menko ba bia ye be sa ba. Thank you very much. Samuel Owusu was say we besin we diawa dia uye free. Ai. Kra nye free sa o. Na so we makodi a ene ho na ohwenu beso nsuo. Wow. Thank you very much, Mr. Samuel Owusu. Enyu bia mani je ho pa. Danceable ana esanso ekasa kire me pa, ekasa kire me. Na de tie bia no, say dem kan no. Whatever choice bia me make bia no. I should be prepared to bear the consequences of my choices. Ne tintin ene ne tietie mu nyina eno no. Offer body wo ho na, offer body say we ready a let me say why ready na menya de be me ma umra. But for now the yema board chairman emra. Yema board chairman emra. Board chairman be we abeba o. Okay, you yati. Okay, you. Oh, you free oh, you. Any board chairman. You too we. Bamasu board.
I drink as you.
Me hear ka say ya. Me say obi be say na mutu so me wa.
Menam
Kona kakra o.
Kona kakra nti aye bibia o na say me ma all the senses no aye 100%. It's also to a hand to
na watch man. So what will boys case no? With the butcher my cherry answer, son of my boys case no, cherry answer. Why?
My memfa, where dear, Papa Smiley, but I know I say, my memfa, and she a tearful, na young fast that can see so more say, Danny Daniel, no. Omodio mufi die tro akwanjufo radio na omutie yai na inchia kese na me de ma me wo fa biom enra me be ma na kwaba ense me ma na kwaba no wante nti ono so anje me so nti enne no so wotie mi a wo fa me samo akwaba na menya ka se adm se wodi be 3 weeks ansa wako November say enu twa han mo ansa wako nti ene wo ticket no se ebekọ akosa me amesesa ma na watru kakra nti akese na akoma o na nti ya no mintu bi mfamfra first deputy this second deputy first deputy nra na me ma no automatum enso ene mi hu se waba nti na che say me di ahoma be san so by close of the day na so mba ya na masan ase na che say ye move bi mu abenim because edwuma ni je wo ye na say wo je wa home ya say wo ma mpemfo asote na ye hu wo chira ba say de wo ye enye say obeti ato keke say ye nim bebi awo ye nim de wo ye oh Ghana na de nyina akoma so nti ne ba ha de ne de nyina bekasa nti first deputy bebi a wo bia omodian na yiwenim because eja no na nse anu ye hyedodo wo so akoye fireman na nke se oba na obedum ja no enra me titi se bi mu keka bibi wo ho no eche amkofa bible na eche se bible na se omutiri kra omunim se bible na ye menu ono ani etroye ya ni etroye ya ni ehye mrande ma ye ho yankopon fi suro be ka se nchiro bia po na moka no bibi okebi o se se ye meme po dia nti nya yankopon na kasa kire no ye ono anadwen e na ode fa ho eka nti mumie hwe ni ye na ye ma obi ni nsamo atro dia to ho no enda ada ye wope nkwaje a enye bible no na bemu enya nkwa ene makato ho no de dawo enye bible no na bemu enya nkwa eye woni ye obeye wiase mu no ɛne na ɛbɛma ɔnya nkwa wobɛtumi aka bible no akɔsi tire ɛde ɛbɛsi anim asan de akɔ biom anaa koran wobɛtumi aka de ɛkɔsi anim ɛde aba akyire sɛ wo nneyɛ ɛne deɛ woka ne nyɛ pɛ a you are not going anywhere my brother or sister nti momu yɛnhyɛ no nso na yɛmfɛ no so nto yɛ kotodwam nhyɛ no bi so nkɔma agya kwasi boakye sɛ sisi ɔwɔ Ghana ɔwɔ ahene mia madamfo ɔwɔ ahene mete wo nka kyɛ na oketeki ɔwɔ ahene yɛnte wo nka nhyɛ no bi nkɔma Bombardier mia me Bombardier ya yɛkɔ Bible hɔ ma ya na me no yɛ adwen because elemete wo onyama bebree mu nti ɛyɛ na wa expand wo territory na with the Bible not to nkyɛn kakra men can tell say don't believe it but believe in other things a bit to me expand you're already large reference repertoire nhyɛ ne bi so memfa nkɔnkɔma denkyerafo a mutie yɛ nyinaa menkyia no mede kɛseɛ na mamo mumɛsɔmu na bi nkɔnkɔma Dr. Zezentu minim sɛ denkyerɛni mapa otie yɛ ɛwɔ hɔ no a doctor yɛhia wɔ nhwɛ ne bio nsɛm no ebi wɔ hɔ no a na sɛ wodi baako bɛfɛ mu ma yɛn bi abosom bi ananka wode baako bi aba bɛfɛ mu ama yɛn anka bɛboa yɛ paa nti yɛkyiaw sɛ wo so dɛ nya wota yɛkyi ɛwɔ efidie so ɛna mpanyinfo ankɛse nyinaa agya mensa mekyiaw wo deɛ wayɛ ho propaganda bibia na sɛ yɛaka yɛsɛ nyame frɛ wo a wo deɛ wade ne yɛndi because Pandora box ne na akɔwisɛm kwa na wɔ nti yɛndi wadeɛ nti nhyia no mede ma no si ne na kyerɛ sɛ mo a mo record di ato wɔ no mo tie yɛn mo a mo tie sisi wɔ Facebook mo a mo tie wɔ YouTube mo a mo tie wɔ Twitch ɛne deɛ keka mita mo nyinaa no yɛkyia mo yɛde mo aba Akwantufo radio na no meka sɛ aha deɛ nneɛma mmiɛnsa ɛne yɛyɛ wɔ ha nti sɛ wobɛna woanya ne mmiɛnsa ne nyinaa na kyerɛ sɛ yɛanyɛ yɛ adwuma mmɔden na mama so nte na mende ho dwuma sɛ metwe mbaase mu koraa mɛtwe mbaase mu nti mede ma no bɛsi wɔ ha no
yo chairman yɛbɛdo ase paa na bonche no osi wofa agya mensa deɛ propaganda deɛ osi deɛ Pandora box no deɛ no propaganda
lies nkwa wɔ ntie yɛmpɛ bebi ɔde besi no yɛnkɔ ho koraa ntie ndi na deɛ
sɛ ne yɛ wɔ fan so ne choice a wa making no
na so yɛ choice a yɛ making sɛ yɛ ndi na deɛ na wow wiase no be in the wadia what your affairs will become when you are not there. You need people to look after you, to look after your affairs when you're gone. This is here Kwame Nkrumah you can't nyoma or yeah
that's right
and go for looking after his affairs.
But the fact say be a pese obi a wo fa no agya mensa wo pese obi di na de say no nkyerɛ sɛ obi a make choice ne so obi di na de o so obi wo hɔ no ma wa make choice ne say wo fa
yeah Akwantufo radio de yin di na de
yeah okay I see and now here be ha ne say obi ani na de wa Akwantufo radio oh yeah sure.
Oh, hello.
Okay.
Also, son is standard to speak for Ghana. You be Nadia. He has to come onto the radio and speak for Ghana. And you're my Bama Krona Kodenim. And yeah, supporting one single person agenda. No. So, Bano Bekan, dear Bama Krona Kodenim. Dear, on a time now, who you know. Wahoo. I said, to me, a beshamu cannot.
Okay.
Well, also no then. ɔyɛ minister.
Minister of State. Zano
Minister of State. Into Minister of State no no time ne then nneɛma na ohun yɛ a na ɛnyɛ a repeat no ho wɔ saa ban wɔ mu. Ɔmmɛka ne yɛnhwɛ sɛ ebetumi epushi na akɔ anim a yɛayɛ ne yie. Na kyerɛ sɛ things don't repeat themselves, but so oyɛ di no tra hɔ no still no ɔbɛ compare sɛ we mu yɛ say na we mu yɛ say nti say dia it will not help us.
Okay. All right. And nti ana odwen sɛ u nina de no ho nina de.
That's right. Yɛn nyinaa yɛn nina de.
Okay. All right. Ɛne o wafa waba, right? On say
oh good.
Na me pese me hu sɛ ebe ha ne sɛ obi nina de ya, right? Nti ɛne yɛnkobu sɛ wafa. Emuta ne sɛ enye bia sɛ de momo ka sɛ owu a mu nina de no ha na yɛntie no. Why? Eja bensa ba maso beautiful. Nempom to then.
Yeah,
good one there. What's your board chairman? Was it? You any young swear. Who will be anybody ever have one?
A lost child.
So,
or she is a backwanum. Why you?
Any funny bread? Funny
root.
Funny bread, Japanese.
Neda, you put up 2 choices, either or, and Adam.
2 choices. Now, what's the day? Can you?
There, I say, you should know at the Sikagudo. Now, as the Bible,
and a Bible. Choose that's it.
Either you choose the Bible or you choose the money.
That's right.
Money now, a final choice, you know, is on end at the material. And ye human unya is canon. Obi no why. There's no free lunch in the world. There's an attachment condition. A coffee scanner. You've taken a certain the root beer. In the end, you know, it will hurt you.
Okay.
Now, Bible is symbolic. Or in the ordinary book, now actual no. If you think that, then you are being naive. Bible now also order in Sunum. No, in the book or actual keke. The Bible represents the Word of God. The Word of God is also, there's a lot of implications. Or today, as old mommy, you can even put the question this way. Uma made the sum or rule, no, it's a car to sum. Which of them will you take? Choice meaning, yen about you, mammy, and as a work of first canon. I hear for Bible, and say, oh, year, mammy, if you sum. All of first canon, also a work of first car. So this is the essence of it. Oh, no, Michelle.
It's your Japanese, it's you.
This is the essence of it. Now, I somehow board chairman can. This part, what I've noticed is that if you don't attack a Akufo-Addo government, I'll say you are not patriotic. If you defend the Ayina, I've gone through the system. During my time, you know, everything was working.
During your time,
Rasta line was working. Railways was working. OSA was working. Ghana Airways was working. From Lawrence time to Akufo-Addo, no, but the time Akufo-Addo Bebano. Now all the industries have been sold. The last one was Equatorial Mines.
That same narrative, maybe. What's it during your time? No? Everything was working.
Yeah, all the factories were working.
There were no problems that need solutions.
There were no problems
at all.
Mara went out begging people to go and where they were looking for people. I said go money corporation, Chairman, Juma, Bonsa factory, Juma, a rubber factory. Wasn't Juma. Well, back there was full employment. But what happened after that? My problem is what happened after that.
So if everything was working, okay, what necessitated Liman time me boy?
Liman time Republic I said I'm making.
if everything were in order, everything was working there. And the idea by adi bibia ye adwuma na amanfo so omumpe, and then they moved you away.
No, when you're a man for also on pay. You had it wrong.
Okay, and the church.
Jesus Christ, time of preaching. A man for now, I don't know, on Jesus Christ, you know what they did? They approached Judas. No man, 30 pieces of silver. Also, on military non question. He accepted the 30 pieces of silver. No? The same thing happens to J.J. Warren. J.J. Warren killed his seniors. He offended a soldier from painful. His life was at stake. And to catch the note that the man no would no. The man no protection. No. Some of it Mukaya, you know. Tamo to the man, or that notness, and also nobody should touch the man. This statement, or you could not know kind of. Now, this man went to Libya and collected $30,000. Or you're not doing or the way you could know. Today, good as yeah, no. The same thing could take us yeah. The classified data, or you know, or your friends, a CIA for no. They gave Kutuka money to organize the coup at dinner. On a mission, you have to read behind this lines, you know. On the Yaman Yenti over your cool.
Enti na bibia da mebo to what was it abutre interaction to was it enti na bibia eda ne kwam na emum na nkrofo bi ewo honom a na omo mpese bibia beda ne kwam ana wo mokoma obi nkrofo bi omko hye nkrofo bi kutupa ana sa nkrofo no ebe wunya na emanim sa na apese o kire sisi anya sa.
There was confrontation between Gaddafi and Liman for Addis Ababa. Gaddafi wanted to become head of the African AD. Now Liman stood up also. Who am I meeting? Why should we allow you to come and so? Go and take a actual book, Dr. Adaminsa, Professor Adaminsa, Vice Chancellor of actual about Liman. This statement is in it. Read it. Obianko talk book know what happened. But my point is that everything was working. So far as I was concerned, you know.
Okay.
Everything was working. They even embarked on the southern part of the Golden Triangle, from Abosokan to Cape Coast, and from Cape Coast to Takra. What the man, the offense saying, company, German company, middle on double road. What year Kakra was started here, was started Wakra Academy Hall. Now you're very soggy. Oh yeah, they abandoned it. Railways were abandoned until there was a heavy load on the road, Takwado Road. Nina said because box I don't know to the half the far. Quanodo. And need to your gold. Yes, of course, can you buy him? Why did they sell the gold mines, you know, to Chinese and individuals? Now, why I'm defending a Kufuor to sell? Or by no who is a water in any industry. Rather, no, he's trying to create more industries. What is so far? Why you best 100 though?
Okay.
Now, the predecessors, you know, in a BNB, Kufuor helped run the execute his mandate, you know. So our friends and Tamil do the same. And the Utri and also the same. Three of them in our account. Them channel. Kufuor, Nyan Kufuor, meet. He was MP, did the 10 Republican. No Kufuor, the prisons are why in Washington or no, or we harm or castle only J.J. Warren for no sound or.
That means why you either selling or not selling industries, you know. Is that the only measure that you use of an administration? And
now, sister, you know what is happening. You know what is happening in Ghana? No?
We
have a problem of unemployment. Huge problem, which is a security risk. Before then, no, in our UTC, in a Kingsway, GNTC, equivalent of Max and Spencer. Now, I see John Lewis, they were all working. They were creating employment. Go and see now. They've shut them up. Running time now to Kufu, you know, what to do. Now, Kofutan as you city. And you find out them Kofutu as him. Every crew, my own them Kofu, we used to basically as a commercial business. And Bobo Yawon Crancis here. Eh? I mean, the people have messed up with the country, and this man is trying to help. Our vision, but how to implement them in difficulties. We don't have money. Maybe feel that he's doing better than his predecessors. Okay. We always complain also I call for a plane. What you call a high plane, 15,000. We only talk about the cost of the trip. We don't talk about the benefits we get out of it. You have to find out cost and benefits. It's a trip, Did it benefit the country? And then you just apply it against the cost, Now, I Bananka Kufa ID, Wako for Messiafo, or Alpha Prince, Susan so. You are not solving the problem in Ghana.
Okay.
The problem in Ghana is, I know, almost 18 years, and then also it should be 18 years, and a Ghanaian, and of sound mind. Voters now or make it keen, voters now or install keys, or vote people to run the affairs of, Kufuor nomina all those boys in wild grab and Kofono. Oh, you found out for Pasmari only at the board chairman. Board chairman no experience or knowledge or the man over to run the country better. I will Pasmari Wiska. I just got through for until you go and bribe the voter no. The voter no vote to you for Pasmari to officer. As against the board chairman, who is going to do better? Professor Dubois, Joanna, or Lawrence, who is a better person to run the economy. But because on this current election, when Lawrence, I quite watch your book, I hold any bread there, watch your book. What's a unique meeting now? No, the plane toy, no, these are go. I say, I crowd on chassis. This is my problem. Okay.
All right.
This is my problem. I me Kufuor do not, but me feel the joy and better. Okay. Me so much happy with the only I also then maybe water is not what is it? Help me.
Baby the
what village one dam.
Oh, okay.
One village one dam, and if you be able to implement it now, Ghana will be
Ghana will certainly be here.
Because we need water in the northern part of to irrigate the land. I'm saying, if you're able to irrigate the land in the northern part of Ghana, now let's say to grow more food for exporter. Kwame Nkrumah wanted to do it. He started with Tukobu number 2. In Sudan, he wanted to process the water and the raw one by a pipeline from that place to upper water. And we pump water station or pump. All the materials are there. Alcohol, Tukobu number 1. Yaman to other way in a go, or you couldn't know. Gold mines, yet to gold, no, then you find in a pure gold near cotton. We used to factory, I start factory, Takwa. We abandon it. There's the gold, gold near 10 million and now, but for instance, 5 million. Who are you? Whose fault is it? Whose fault is it?
Okay.
Nina, young soldiers not buy no. Me, I'm a witness to soldier from a former bay. We are Yama cars, government cars, ties, we are ties, Yama Womoya, I offer the regional development corporations. I offer them could you champion by set up one vehicle, soldier from Riviera. That 3 months no bedino. 3 months no bedino. After that, I did a good. Until they wanted to come back again. Now, with the help of Gaddafi, Over your queer when you are some baby. No other mess up this year. British Airways. Yarabed almost says British Airways on to operate. British Airways, physical when you are.
Okay. All right.
They operate, Mammy, British Airways. They operate in so many countries. We have the same thing. Ghana Airways. Yes, to grow how shops are you over in offices in a year why they create a lot of employment. Pilots and that's also be shared by Ghanaian pilot or the big plane from Saudi Arabia or the Bakutuka. You couldn't mess it up after Liman.
Okay, all right then. Home is where what's it? Javansa, and I'm say, I was said, Bochema, one is who knew at the end, no, can't or they assembly number 2
is a lost child.
You
put a me if you come in Momba.
Bochema, Javansa say, and your woman now on pursue with the anti, oh, my money fee.
Oh, yeah, but couldn't feel on the Yabakonemo, I didn't the Yindi because in some of what Kenya now, I say a broken record. Say, I understand where he's coming from, but I don't think he's being justice to Onwankasa himself because the man's government, I know a little bit about the man's government.
With the Bochaman, with the Messer Opa Nankawaso, Tidium Kitu Biam Sisia, oh, some Kitu Mam Sisia, Memfa, a Jacobi Sisia, and I'm also. Why? Hey, for Tidium Mammy. A Jacobi, Bamasu.
And the man was having a lot of problems with his own cabinet.
Bochama, 1 second. Why? 1 second. Mr. Wibre, 1 second. Why? Bochama. Hey, a Jacobi.
Hello.
Saboko, dear.
Nyamiadum.
Okay, good. Nyamiadum Boko. You too.
Abi, I don't answer. No, so the Minister of State, never. How about
Third Republic, Hila, dear, Hila. Dr. Hila.
Oh, I said, well, Ben, because Ministerial briefings in Yanu Kodi. Yes, now, one the system of governance to be by Namin Class, we're going to get to the Muka one to be by scientific socialism. Scientific socialism.
Scientific socialism, oh. Okay.
I know the buy. Also, Minister of State, yeah. That's the other thing I'm on. Over to our chairman.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, question in an me boy.
What do you do to us or maybe answer?
So,
a bit to us.
Oh, okay. All right. Then, German Sabuane, what's it? Watch him about soon to train me. Why? Boy, German, why? I Jacobi, one. I don't come
back. Come on, introduce socialism or Ghana. Oh, there were two systems of government. Center left, center right. Into center left, no common from adoptee. But unfortunately for him, he didn't have men to operate the system. No, the Kofufi outside as advised ministers, just from Kubadu saying, a bit on they didn't understand. What's it? Zibi. Oh, into or side or get rid of them one by one. No introduce you were winning by at the Institute. Most of the Liman ministers pass through at the Institute. That's actually Liman, the government now, cabinet now. Liman himself was a doctorate. The assistant, Dr. DeGraff Johnson, was tech. A chief of staff. I obey your friend and also a Northerner, also a doctorate. Dr. Chiromboa, first African head of Achimota School, was a doctorate. Dr. Kwame Okran, Onyinara, a professor at the offense saying, Dean of Law Faculty, a Daniels, Dr. Anda, Minister of Agric. They were all doctors, men of even a board chairman, Ukro, no a minister, headmaster of Tama Secondary School. He had double first class for one of these British. He's a perfect man, a man of integrity. That government, Eheri ne ye mo from po na ewom. Ben pay from top ones ni nyina ye men of substance. After overthrow no kra na overthrow no. Ni minister ba for Brown for Dr. Bene obeye vice chancellor of the University of Ghana. Dr. Adi Mensa obeye vice chancellor of the University. Okoko at the African Development Bank as he had the men to execute the project, you know. Center left program only scientific socialism, you know. Based on the written planned economy. On the you probe it, you probe in the dark. What you find, but the university education, you know, as I saw it during the man time in a previous ones, you know, we were University of Ghana. That's what you don't just go to the classroom. The side now you have to go to Cape Coast University to go and learn how to teach. Now I go through practical experience and now civil service Jimpa or set up Jimpa or you go and learn how to run the economy. A pedagogue at the fishing at the issue of or media citizen. Acquire quickly after graduating as the offending agriculture department or labor, you go there for practical experience. Only scientific, you know. Because individual, the capitalist.
All right. Waka kakra. What chairman?
Wakabi.
Wakabi. What's it? And scientific socialism. I hope say Jacobi. Ebeti unchi munasi. Party. What chairman? Causeway. Why?
Yo, I'm say, one knowledge, a German saw, but he's not applying them. He has a lot of knowledge, but he's not applying them. And if he's applying them wrongly. While a previous government, why a minister of state, a Bissau scientific year, what didn't a baby be? You are just throwing dust into people's eyes. Oh, question yeah, no, maybe who and I in who beti enfimba. A very, very simple question. Or say scientific socialism any day. Oh,
and
to me, yeah, no, didn't number.
What chairman? What chairman?
Okay, with your maminka. They are not making about Hillary.
Okay, all right then. So I could be training. Why, Mr. Obi training? Why?
Not me some but I knew what was going on because na me ben Igala Fono. Na me ben one of my friends now or more a purpose in the na me call mu fear horn cry. And what transpired, they say. Well, on a good note, the man who said he was being undermined by his own cabinet. And Oni Rollins had hatched a plan to overthrow him, get rid of all the ministers who were cabinet no more Hanono, and then reinstalled him. But Kwekuvi Otu ni wie no na efe we hu say ade ya mbe transfer 3 months ago no na ede intend the maka. So it was a breach of contract. One coup ya obien wuda. It was a very peaceful coup. Bibia was arranged and say Hillary Man would have been returned to his seat as president. Now you get rid of all the ministers now or Mohana because Munimwa Hillary Man no fana kofa buy. So he did not have full grasp on the power of the party. I hope he said Mensa is aware of what I'm saying. If he's not aware, then I'm educating him now. in Chonfanka the knowledge in our one. Oh, now on the point to say or support a Nanado. Nope, Yamba radio so me time will be a Yanchi obiao, but the year Kosuna and Yamagana no na yeka. So if the government is doing something wrong, which in our own eyes, is against Ghana now, we need to talk about it. And yes, so be the government. We are not so being Nanado. No, you are getting it wrong, Mr. Ejamensa. We all love Nanado. Emra or Kumuprekono. We all knew the mind of that man, but now no, he's not the man of his own. It is a car, Mummy Enja Nienka. Wohu, wo buy wo so ba be free SHS. Free SHS no, one year means tested. Why I didn't know why you mean tested. Most of men, you have the men who have the capability or they should know, sir, nothing in this world is free. One can say, one or was and said there's nothing like free lunch. So if your man comes to say, I'm giving you free education, what do you expect? What do you expect? Inti obi anchiri Nanado, anaso obi anchiri NPP, ana NDC. We stand for Ghana, and what we say is say, oh yeah, DNA etia mother Ghana. We will talk about it without fear or favor. But you come and then you want to favor something nonsense that someone is doing. What do you want us to say, my friend?
Okay.
Anyway.
All right, Watchman. I will say, Ejamensa, Yamana Kakakra Nafi, Yoko, of Abudi, eso. Ejamensa. I'm say,
Miakra education or cano. Nara on chassis, Nara or Casano, on free education. I say, Kwame Nkrumah started free education. Your independence, nothing part of Ghana, why a mobile. A time crowd in Yabufra. School no one.
That is means tested. Means tested. Means tested. Do you understand means tested?
For nothing part of
Ghana. Do you understand means tested? Do you understand that word?
You understand means tested than me. I didn't teach A level.
What chairman train me? What it? Ejamensa also train me, Mr. Ejakobi Nede scientific socialism no ba first into them yenti Ejakobi sisi ameba so Ejamensa. Ejakobi.
Hello.
Aha.
I don't know what you without it. No, we still and Thomas say,
Ejakobi, sa fatus na sa frɛ wa na wa homa no munye wa nti na Mr. Fatus sisi a na frɛ back. Ejamensa me ba so ntwɛn na me ma Ejakobi nkasɛm wi answer. I'll come back to you. Ene. Ya no beso sa die bi no. Ejamensa we can't not can't third republic
no education no
train Ejamensa train what Ejakobi koso
what you mean ga
afede yeton ka koso why
yo meda Ejamensa won chire mo no and Thomas sumi say me tro ade ba ko won say le man wo Yugoslavia that Tito ana ne di ade journalists beside the definition of scientific socialism. Liment in the here. And the journalists go one meter almost sereno. I will go to Latvia. Tito die. So at it. Opa, yeah, just the people of money or more, it will be young sat. And the people of mine. Where to the PhD, where to the Delphi. And I had that. Grand will be up to the PhD. As well as a man also. Sama Hema, what is PhD is not an epitome of wisdom. Sama Hema, Western region. So at it, breaking her with Tiano, was in Churchill, one costume of Nuba, as you look at position here, America, father of America, George Washington, is here and never not here. So at it, ability, as a young sack, as a people of mine. Kwame Nkrumah, I will call Godfrey being the book. What you get the papa and Kumba Ganga Pan, Barbara Sati. Barbara Sati, what was two? The book was 30, what the men to rock. As your Kenyans are 7 kilo, according to Haman Kuma advisor, Dr. B. What Ghana, what my every part of Haman Kuma Pan, Barbara Sati. What is a young woman, youngster, your educated mind, and I walk formed mind, you know, a business of Tanka. What is an educated mind, a business of Bamia. This is a book, what we have the case. Go out and you need the grill. I never know the Boagana.
All right. Oh, what was I?
Don't come and like yes.
Oh, Jacobi. 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 Jacobi.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh. So when to many scientific socialism and I also what Anna.
Yeah. I give for all the what you hold mother. The guy said, Kuruma, I got to be and promoting for work and I know me. When you manage it, I don't mind those parties. They don't have to come and command to the water. Oh, I may go to Jim for only someone was established Jim for Ghana. No, this is why I established IPA, Institute of Public Administration. Later, and then this is one you. And later, what changes in by Jimpa. That's IPA, Institute of Public Administration. What is?
Jacobi, the question is, who will say, what no Minister of State? And I mean, say, a scientific socialism now went to Manchester, Mamma, and Anto some into house or Buana.
That's what
and until now, so Buana, I didn't know so what.
Yes, all right. Let's some questions about that position. What is? Let's get some questions. What are you really so state here? None of the functions in this end. My yes, my several and one so don't know that it goes to
okay. All right. All right, Jacobi, we are not. Yes, Uncle German says. Why?
So, there be 100 years. So, it just over 250 penny. Many people will now the 2 over 250 never covered, no, can't be all time. Who's who give who said the Panagin? What for can other terreno? Who knew more? We don't fall to know, but we learn to know. That's the truth. So I think, so come of fire, a new power, any more young man in the Paracan. So I think, okay, what here, how are you? We'll be able to go no the oil promises, Ghana, no one had the apostle, Leia, or so is the man. There's no way put the account, Center for Civil Education. There you go for the person, no, the bra, the 3 man and what is as I think, the Bani electoral on Nigeria here, and nothing anymore. People of the season, let what party, oh, to be a policy. I mean, I don't have no so I think, what for all the other people know that all promises Ghana, no get the effort in area. So I think, because what kind of fire, no, here you be free, no. Now, another thing to do in Pennia, like the Papa.
Okay.
Who think they're going to use you as a maker? I want to have to say, Jimpa, who knows how establish Jimpa? You, Jacobi. Also, you better was it. Why? You better was it. You better was it. Thank you very much. I just mentioned Bramuki to be an affair young queen. Why?
Now, America about free education, no? Free education, no? Not in Ghana. I mean, tested there. We are in Tumunko school because they didn't even have Peswa in those days. Me, I say, I enjoyed free education or Ghana. Akufo-Addo enjoyed free education. wɔ Ghana. Akufo-Addo ne papa was one of the richest.
Papa Smiling Pacho.
Aja Benson, 1 second.
Mame mbrɛ mu kakra bi wei. Na Jemensa say yeah means tested. Now I don't think he understands the word means tested. On Tiasiana.
Okay.
Means tested so obi a oni sika and a money free education. So why are you saying say and komuye means tested and komu more northern omun school? Kwame Nkrumah realized say omu north no they were deprived. They did not have enough money to send their kids to education. No, don't say things that you come and later on know about in the table. No, we fed up with your throwing dust into our eyes.
Okay.
Enough is enough.
Okay.
When you come on the radio, say what you think it is that we know it is.
Okay.
Don't come and give us wrong information. But understand the means tested. Go back to me, I can say means tested. No, we're northern. Apply or northern regional in Kobe and Co school. What do you understand by the word means tested? That means you don't know. You don't understand it. Let us explain it to you.
Okay. All right.
Please.
Yenti Aja Mensa. What's it? What's your man?
That means tested. Akufo-Addo buy no one our ability to pay. No, they should allow them to pay. Hey, the man, there is not equitable distribution of Adi. Obia, one hour you do my tax in order Adi. What if some from me? That's why you mean tested on to a tax, not to a fishing cow. Are you being fair?
Not, Mr. Wu. Tax now, Utiano. And your fees in going to know your tax.
You try. You use part of it for education.
Question in the say.
All the sectors.
I asked you a question. Utia tax and your fees in going to know Utia tax.
On your fees in Kwanam, you're part of it.
Okay.
It's going to a tax. About 10,000.
Yeah, you're making progress because this man
free.
Okay. All right. I think that Aja Mensa. Your point is well made. Yeah, that's it. Why? Thank you very much. Why?
You know, Jim Padna Walker now want all the confused who are the other because Geoffrey Brain was a lawyer. He wasn't Geoffrey Brain was a lawyer. He was operating behind the scene. All the mission.
Why?
You often then walk about Liman. A party for no Liman say I take appointment or new government. Bring your CV. And most of the people come and command or you might to go to Bueno. A big class and 7 crown we. Obi by I remember Obi by also probable to Mountain as managing director, Kofi Jima Takwa. Over to the why own appointment. Also over year if you hope Mountain as managing director. Why the forcibly brag 7 crown, you know, this man is a chartered accountant. Why you may for what? The 10 years or experience. What experience to how can I sack this man and put it there?
All right.
Meeting. I was at the meeting.
You
with myself, man. No, besides that, tell me what platform is not to besides no technical know-how. Bishop Biara or what's in your back. All
right. Aja Bensa, thank you very much. You've made your point loud and clear. Why? Aja Bensa, I don't know. Just one last chance to get a Jacobi in, and then we move on to of a chum and of a body. Jacobi, just briefly, why?
Mr. Benson said, God forbid, or you're getting will me more make catch you. No, you labor MP. Our breaking harm one. And we'll lose you see. And then go back for final bar done 1956. So, man, advisor. Or may a political advisor and command. God forbid when you're getting what?
You, Yati. Jacobi, you better do us. Why? You, Yati. You, Mimabu, Abi, no. You, what am I?
Papa, me wa han mo pa.
And I asked them, Moody hit to a German.
Mame, I mean, can say tear for saying yes, and the baby I know now. Yes, sabi previous, ensure a tap on near the war. Simply put, sir means testing na make no. A be a bimuntias. Mrami baby called secondary school no. Oh, he was supposed to have had a scholarship, but school no eka say yemfa yen accounts mbra. That means your properties in your dear adwuma ye sky ye ye didn't na call you know almost there be scholarship no mo fa ma yen because my means testing no yen qualify we can pay for akwala school fees. Wahu. Therefore he did not get a scholarship. This is what we mean by means testing. Inti say government no our men to do the job. They should have applied this means testing. So Obia or any Bia Yankasa Ghana in Ghana terms, Obia any 1,500 a month Biano. Uba Eco School unqualified for the free SHS. Obia ni income year below that, or be qualified for the free SHS. Then we bring it down to Huamu number call day school, Huamu number calls a boarding house. But mudia matuni na egum abede ni enyeska dia other things abede ni enyeska because there were people who have the money whose children were going to Prempre, they were going to Achimota, they're going to Wesley Girls, they're going to Agri Memorial. Now they can pay for their children's fees, but government na be say that be school fees in Namamu. What is this? Are we trying to grow the country or we are just joking? Oh, and yeah, no hard, you know. And unfortunately, say, a German side is not being truthful to us. He's very, very economical. He's playing politics with us, but that is not what we need. We need to speak to truth. Na omo amude ni omo hu say okay de ye enye nti yemfa kwan foforo so na emfembu man no. On other than that kro na enko nanim e be gina bibi gina na anya say e be ko yechi nti kakra me waka no.
Yo ye bedo ase board chairman ye bedo ase pa em say ene wako bring crofo kro eja ko bi.
Hello.
Aha.
I education I can. I finance minister. Just like that, I can't. What can you what to say? One bet me a 3 hour money fees, no. One make a new year. I said the people at the country no. What in no every time is again. So I think what out to your education. I want to body of Garrett Austin. Why a lecturer? I'm so sorry as a country. What in the delegation? I don't know for on that education. What can you answer as a costly? What would be a lecturer? What can you say? But the only way I say education, I say you're boarding. One say you know. Man, what so man future. So what me finances that lavish project, you know. And what do we see today? They see me talk books commandment I was a speaker. And Kalani Huniano, the best one. It depends young Valencian telephone one pound so me talk books to win camera. Now for money, what is the meaning of education?
No, answer, Jacob, necessary. Bottom line, and say, although the free education was something beautiful, but as to the implementation, it was a problem. Maybe and one, no, the bottom line, no.
What plan?
Okay.
What Kasa? I never grab the two about you. What Kasa? No. What is? Who's also a man future? Mitie Kumasi FM station go akola bi acho the final so acho You be 36 minus 24. Akwala no ntimi ansa. Na akwala wo. Yes, wo. Yes, I don't know what I can make a father. No, so it's a good for the graduate. A good for the graduate. Now, past people, the man called Anwa. Now, Papa. What I don't call the room formula. The teacher, now, so, woman, say, you watch Ancolano, our classroom. Now, we about 34.something million. I got top pass, I got top pass questions. I am Ancola, final year student.
Yo, Eja Kobe, once you ever do it. Why?
I did have Mumian, Camomian, and you're gonna a cup of one.
You, that's it.
Gonna a cup of one. What is my Juma nurse community near maybe meeting about education. So they say you're west. Why am I a good for education? A good for garden. What do you mean a good for garden?
All right, Eja Kobe, you better say you're ready to know why. Young man fancy ya. Now, young call offer coffee chumberma, as some say offer coffee, a tea common kakra fine, and here offer coffee aquaba. Offer body, my boss, what right after Eja chum. Eja chum, Babasu.
Good afternoon, Adrian Kessia. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon. You, Eja chum, so where there?
I'm very well. Yeah, I'm very well. I'm in good shape. Thank you.
You're good. Any young football no any at once. What is it when you know bonko mo kakra, right? Na the buy you know say board chairman buy ya watch ya no. And or can be in passing about the fact say I now firecracker no. A good year kwan so say Nadia will be the German dear. Nti board chairman akopeja sa asem ne ba na o kire die nti a oni eja mensa ade okase na wuti nkomo na anaja amye dru sam pempensuo ya te say people are talking about free SHS means tested here and there me hu ne say fine said the eja mensa ka no na kufuado one way or the other no no person man equaling, but as to how our obey on full do in vision, no, and a year setback. But the Germans I say the administration to him, no dear, he's doing very well than all previous administration. A honey do of a chum, Kakra Beckham.
Thank you.
Come uncle.
Yeah, thank you very much. Mitier Kakra from the beginning. But first of all, Maka severally said, what platforms you na ye ba ye sua ade. Nesi ye sua ade bonio, ye ka se ye sua de a. Ni ye sua de a eye papa, eye nokre. But sadly, very sadly, so tragic, say, for several months, years, somehow, Papa, now, I'm glad I'm here, board chairman is here, and Minya Kobino, and so, also Abim. There have been one character who threw out a lot of garbage, untruths, propaganda, and Yama on him. Na Minya board chairman, and then he was so brutally blunt. So a German said, on take and Yama Hasi unim the Oka. And I thank you very much, board chairman, Minya Kokubedua. Thank you for using the right language. Urana friend German said, and Yama one tears here. The Onimans will be the etro. No akika one tea asia bakukra. And sadly, so one person will be educated on a very arrogant posture. And so young Nanki is you. Mimi Nimina, be free ho, once you be a free ho. But this particular character there, he's a problem. And it's taken a very long time for a ne. Met me at Minia Kokube, Minti said Minia about a ne or Casa say that. In TNM, say he has been pushed to the wall, and I know he's a man, he's not going through the wall. He has to bounce back. He used all the right language. Eja does not know anything about it. He just come and make unnecessary, ugly noise. And I thank you again to Mr. Kobe. One of what training me say any arrogance, any ego there. Eja should learn a lot today. And they did not call proper schooling. Maybe a ego nti obesisi na so there. Fine. And someone Kwaku Beduado, board chairman kind in spot on, right, dead on. Eja one TBBRC, wapa propaganda. And Kobe so and so can the same thing. And so what can you know? He doesn't understand basic means testing. On the say, meeting say, okay, say Liman government and Liman doctorate PhD, the Grab Johnson PhD, and a Corbin Catholic and your PhD, the boom mind. Yet sometimes common sense, and we'll make a reference to Winston Churchill, woman common sense. So, why wouldn't me personally? The least said about him, the better. So that is all what I will say about him. Me who said on yet and the quarry for him, I dismissed him over a year ago. Say, Oba and same who and Wabeka. So one can be any point to be our woman. And where you sycophant. And thank you again, Minia Chairman. Why are dear Papa? They be from time to time. Yeah, watch from will be a chiasem na know about arbitration and what trainer my pa me was because Kwame Nkrumah, yeah, me. There's nobody who is more in Nkrumah than me. Yeah, free funny kutukanu too. No. One of the biggest problems are the charges. And just a charge kwa ye no kure ansa kwa na ku no beba. Nkrumah started battling with corruption and incompetence from 1961. On the 5th of April, 1961, where a broadcast be a friend of Dawn Broadcast. That time there was no kutuka, there was no coup. That was the cracks has begun in the CPP administration, and Nkrumah could not do very little about it. And going forward, 5 years later, a free funny kutuka, they got rid of Nkrumah based on corruption, largely, plus other reasons. And so about 10 years later, Nelly Man Swabanswa, they said now you two Kwame Nkrumah, certain commissions of inquiries were set up. Ani Bakuni, a friend, Ani GRG Commission of Inquiry, Van Leer, VC, RCAC, CRAP, and a Olenu Commission. All the ministers, senior ministers of the CPP, were arranged before these committees. Not one of them was able to defend, even at the point of death, defend the CPP. They all betrayed Kwame Nkrumah, telling you, say, they were not genuine CPP for. They were there for their stomach. And I'm saying, my reference point is 1961. And Nkrumah talk about Dawn Broadcast, the same Sita Kwame Krobodise was sit down, were opposite, nearly opposite Accra Girls Secondary School, a friend Ashanti House. No, I better impact from Harrods. When Kwame Nkrumah was practicing socialism more, 1961, socialism. Now, Krobodise, a senior minister, he was living lavishly. So, Nina come and a cool by 66. Ye two Kwame Nkrumah we one ko gu CPP anim ase poto or commissions of inquiry. 10 years later, na the man swaba. Wati PMP. Krobodi say this criminal in the CPP again rear his ugly head. One say Akwaji Bosia or South Africa from an Italian a friend Chiovani. One got $5 million. Okutri Bakin, PMP chairman, Kwesiama, Krobodi say, one got this scanner, no Krobodi sent for 1 million, or this scanner said the bottom. Chronona or Bo see people, 10 years later, Onyai, 79 Ogusu bought the same chrono. So that you see, these are the things, and Rollins have to come back and get rid of this demand and this bunch of criminals. Got rid of them. And rightly so, I supported Rollins for doing that. Because the biggest problem in Ghana is facing from Nkrumah time up to today, any corruption. Now me can say you two every funny coach two Kwame Nkrumah and can Liman buy was here and you are born nipa crab to nipa be 7 you are born to because of corruption, and so still the same 79 no. Na Krobodi say we in the name of Ghana. So and when you Papa ya mo kana say mejaman say onim or supporting PMP government say one intellectual one yes. The Grab Johnson PhD, but there were still a bunch of criminals. So it was right, they had to be taken out. And a two, yeah, can't a Kufuado for a free education by not much thought was put through. A Kufuado is talking like a populist and a free education. In fact, Ken Oforiatta, the finance minister, Kraka said no. Or not to say Ken Oforiatta or Oscar. Ne Marco school at Timota and fancy for obetting it free now approach Chroma a German as what London had the Musa say Chroma say education is free but I never bought it a day This is what a German do not understand. Boarding school Chroma how in a privately owned. The state Diano. Yeah, capitalist a Ukraino and your boarding. Into your father a free boarding education. It's on press a BC. Also, you are a begging country. Who was COVID by vaccine you want in more stress or call Germany or call France or call America or call stress the vaccine. We need even one. Yes, so we have free compulsory education because of cheap politics. And you have somebody like German supporting a Kufuado in this cheap type of politics. Oscar, for save a healthy nation. You to bottom scar never got top vaccine, never share for normal survive we are. Obey free education. So almost translate a clinic question and can be a free but day will be uncle no refuge. So if you know the problems I want to go through this free boarding, if you know me the and your papa. My call back in chain. The bia yet or man or papa it is Adriani free command or square boarding yibi. Adriani at the moment and your papa. There's no proper supervision. Matron for no as I said Adriano be the coffee. And who is one calls you who calls them? Go father. Where you be a very populist idea say free and compulsory and yet so on. And Sarah Papa dear and I am they say after today he will go back home and reason and then come back to this platform because what behavior like this for years, maybe 2-3 years I've been by a German and someone what can you here concept. No, I can't talk, but Papa Penny power over 70 years on customer and the quarterback crowd. Indeed, Medmano Bessiana in the Pafo Academy. No more Masida, Ekoma, Mr. Kobe, and Mr. Board Chairman, Woma ya dear Papa, me Dawamasi from time to time, woman teach you. I didn't HCR and no what treno, what could be doing what trick direction of this debate, Papa Adiamami. And to board chairman, thank you again, one. God bless you. And Kobino, Bidobias.
Young fan on 12 months. I'll pass my comments later on. Of our body or of our body. Aha, and Bamasu.
I can touch your papa.
Aha, I mean, sure, so they're waiting common in maybe what?
Oh, come.
Hey, I'm say, but they do after the year, young cousin.
What it?
After the year, uncle. Why, uncle? You're too uncle.
Papa, I'm moving my name.
So, call baby. Why? Call baby. Na actually, yam why debe yam wabem. Mami tia jamensa for the last possible time na eja winko Vorgan eso. Jamensa.
Baba Swari.
Yanko.
Okay, I said some time ago, okay, I said memo madina help Patricia with data. Until me catch me company na organ and there on investigate on one. What's your investigation mean testing now? On qualify into one first can man on to the man. That's what's called mean testing. Okay, also this girl Oye Juma on a rich people know that Oska. There's no need there. Go to just for this come now. They can't just try before the income for all. A chromaha. A child benefit. Or trauma or be a child benefit or be either you are rich or poor, no, or be a woman the same money, rich or poor, welfare state. Oh, now why is it that even UK or be rich or you pay £1 million a month and add urban child benefit about £50 you're the every child.
On say a diamond okay child benefit so. I said, now Castle Mutiama Acolabia, some time ago, no Mutiama Acolabia, but you say, I'm so the kappa to sue, so him, sir.
You have a cover on that to do.
When him say, and clan first 2 Nupen or Mutiama after 2 Mutiama, when him, sir.
And they want to restrict the channel for years.
And no Castle or Mutiama Acolabia, and Yanocre.
Papa won't say
But chairman to was it? So Castle Mutriama Colabia, Namate will say, Omode, maybe Ejamensa. Oh, Ejamensa. It's okay. In fact, I just wanted to tolerate this thing very well. But you don't seem to just even listen to me. What was it? A child benefit in the Colabia. I'm telling you, say, yeah, the kappa to so. They were paying for everybody. See, the kappa to so. And Colam you pay any TSCR. But also a Triama Colabia. That means what's I'm now working. And you're no cray. Your friends one. But Chama, now say.
Yeah, I'll say on my company na Ghana a Patricia means testing. Mama pattern brand on maybe on meka say nkofo ne frɛ no omo den nkomo no mo ni di ye na ye hu say papa na akohwie na de baby oba radio no so obebeka part say Patricia ohonmo a mama pattern memeyi na no say eja mensa ne company frɛ no no mu bisa no income ne expenditure any the wo honmo a eni ntino mo ka say on qualify for sa then we know whether he's telling us the truth or he's a liar.
Okay. All right then.
I German time, yeah, there's a song. Papa no kind of book, no. Professor there, German kind of book, no. About the part of that. It's a Mujani.
Papa, so you're making progress. One. Okay. Just forget about somebody who doesn't know anything. You just come in and throw dust on people. Are you not fed up with this guy? The least said about him, the better. Let's ignore him. You are trying to make a German become relevant. He's not. He's not relevant. Just sideline him.
At the end, say sometimes you know. Also, a man for quite almost so expressive own views, hoping say.
But the man is wasting everybody's time. What can I say? Papa Swallow, let me remind you, Adebako. 2 years ago, 2-3, you gave me the platform. You gave me an interview one-on-one. I told you everything about my history. When I'm here, Juma Hotel, and Madura Fire. That was supposed to be a lesson for people to learn. A German said, Papa Penmodi over 70, and then you see, the man has got a problem. He's got a problem. Me granted interview. Then he's using the interview now. Then he said, education for the younger people. He's throwing it back at me. Jesus Christ. Maybe the least said about him, the better. So I said, no, I don't want to use certain words. I don't want to use certain. He's a problem. Please ignore him if you can. Otherwise, no. He just ignore this man. Please. You are trying, what you are doing, you are only making him relevant. And then, board chairman, using all the right words. Papa doesn't know anything. He just come in and make noise, a throw. Papa is over 70 years, telling lies, pack of lies continuously. No. Please. The least said about him, the better. Just ignore him, please. Ignore him.
All right. Young fan to one where now young queen. Of our wedding, now Kabibi. Career, number cover organs. Why? You did, and I'm a teacher on my NTC highway.
No, Comogato.
Vorgan, you, any Vorgan, you two way. Bamaso.
I drink it. Now, I don't know how she say. But before me, tell you, because I'm more bro. Rasta my peacemaker, mama.
And you on say. Trying to work out with our differences, you know. So
I tell Panam person be started
challenging, challenging, very challenging.
Be more Miss Remoa. Mommy and Kai say, you different. Miss me 3 person, be 3 apart. Will be suban fair, will be there time, enema.
That's all. I hope so going forward. You been here, I say one way or the other. Because we say I didn't know there are certain characters here and kind of characters so that we don't put any name. We allow them to share their views here and there. See a person say who ya the and she said what many panel and come out to express their views. I wouldn't know what is their hano na some webia na odi aidebe odi amano obi oho no mo an yare na o yare na I'm telling you said the of a twum e ka no ejamen di ache pa but obi oho no an yare no sometimes no enye akom kire nko a na bit masasa yare no fast crusade ene deliverance deliverance kese pa na bit masasa yare no intina eyemre obi an how long it will take for na yare or yare no for say benya anu aduru nti yenya abotre nyina ema nyina ye ho na yentimi nko yanim fefefe to da na ma famous kakra ene no two ways abada be famous instead be ya ebitima bo shiki kakra na yetima ko yanim fefefe nti Morgan wakan yate obi abenya abotre why obi abenya abotre na ene Ghana to say
Eja me fortunately me age ma wo fi nti mentante mu nsam ni say me wi adwuma no makọ social media ko say then
e course nti you are working from home now
since COVID I work from home.
Oh, okay. I see. Oh, and I say very, very beautiful. So
Asunje umpa.
Asunje. Now, how do they
COVID the nya the pants me dana say.
How do they monitor say wo ye adwuma pa, wo ye adwuma na mum. And yes, was so computer na season na wo di agro. How do they monitor?
Oh, depending on the nature of your job, the measuring scale is different. It is you'll be what targets are and within this space of time I will say we'll meet that amount of targets. It depends. It'll be also the deliverables and Crawford the Nyame Brown now deliver. If you are not delivering, they will know. So it varies. The measuring scale is different.
No, okay. It's good they know to monitor fine, me boy.
Media. Fortunately, I'm to monitor me. Because unfortunately, me, I can't even be lazy because I support all the service centers nationwide. So long as they are opened, I can't be lazy.
I see. Na Saudi untu kwam free Ghana say o person betina brochire untu bi sada
oh me tukwa me makodi China ja ba se me pese me kotena kro bi so dey have me nyanwen ho ye sebi we senya kra ofa onsa benkum che ni fie ne nim se twi no sa na maka no dey enti
okay yeah wafan
papa me party we dey me personal coach ma dey bi na person bisa Mr. Morgan.
Okay.
Mr. Morgan.
Yes.
Me mother problem bi na ne lawyer odi UMPM odi mobile money bibia na ase be 3 days no ko no almost nyane de enti no line no omaje no who say me say mo di wo ho na say kwan brand dey be fa so ati line na say
na de okay aye wo ma me no aye ne dia number na aye ne dia de
well, it's almost there.
No. When you so 100 years, I had a dear. Maybe no by a dear.
I say of our question. I say, me number me use me empty a number me call Ghana me use and you dear papa dear, right?
But when all the mobile money, they say that
there be any dear means any D.
The dinner was who registered the number?
Registered in her name.
Missing your brother and a cotton de brand.
Yentie Morgan be na wo mwaka credit the man of a boy.
Ne mu nyina no o ma me oti kromo a because o ti kromo na your number o use so a ansesa nka obije.
Oh, eti ho Ghana ho.
Because and I be a line na dormant for more than 6 months. The only way we deactivate a number say be dormant for more than 6 months unfortunately, in the time maybe say be or Chroma and say be mu use number na or the bad data pe be a WhatsApp and social media pe but voice and use but the number no so the voice no need any keeping active.
Well, after what one or did you mobile money you send it to the friend number direct number but I don't think I made person who say problem do man say here. Then you get to the airport for yeah.
No problem. Major number non matter. Yeah, actually. No matter ni entia okosa unye.
Okay. All right then. Ansana of abodi ade we bem na me bisa say wo de untu kwan enko bi ma so say o pese okotena ho they say the board chairman ne yenom tu bi ma so unya sa ohun ana na ubu baby say o papa kuro munya kra na o mfa sa bunku munya de be enchire ho meboa nti to aso ho nom me di nkomo
nti ne sa no me madwen amede na say akwantu owo hi obi to kwan a greener pastures. Now fortunately or unfortunately for me I've never been unemployed since I started working nti me hu ni nti a meja adwuma ne ho na masan akokro foforo so say me san akohwe hesika bio.
That's right.
Because adwuma no me wo bi. And that has been the biggest problem of Africa, unemployment. Because I don't think, say, one you are going to do na we juman ewo mukuru mo ambe wa going to.
Okay.
And and that has been our problem as Africans. Your leaders, I was say because we have everything as Africans and as human beings that we should be able to be sustainable and call the shots. But as of today, we are the beggars, which is rather unfortunate.
Quite unfortunate, isn't it? Quite unfortunate.
Yeah.
Quite unfortunate. You, Morgan, you better was not made and crabby ma Patricia son from our Osaka.
Mesaka pepe.
When did you hold it? When did you hold?
Made the one money so Osaka, yeah.
And that means that now. Means Yankai. Now, why had the guitar money? Swung, why had the guitar money? Your man Penny Abbott, the exchange somewhere near Kanye on the. Was it the 2nd of November, no? Right? What stood out for you?
Main shed ante no kan opportunity.
Unyantie oh any kuti na the guitar man be my feedback on that.
But uche ni so
on say on e kan the digitization of our economy ho asem. Say the agenda there is something they've been doing, right? And then he came to put a picture of all that they are doing to us. Say ebine same registration ya omo ye na Ghana card ne ho na sefui. So well, certain things stood out. One of them one way or the other affected yeah actually say in future no maybe say from next year April no Ghana card no so Ghana card over Ghana you might possibly you just need to bring the Ghana card. You'll be able to use it through immigration and here and there. Well, there were some extremes here and there in the presentation. Some people were saying well, as he said, was say the Ghana card will be accepted in about 177 countries. Meanwhile, we have about 175 countries. People are just raising concerns on some of those things as well. And in some extremes, now was say which mean the Ghana card no correct quite some time to come when we are have visa, right? In fact, also now very, 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 very interesting. It was all about the digitization of the Ghanaian economy. And I'm also say, in fact, digitization, it is not a substitute to unemployment and what have you. Other problems are amount for or mining because in the midst of this digitization, people are still wallowing in poverty here and there. And there are a section of people who are impressed as to what he said, and there are a section of people who are equally not in no way, on certain terms also. So we are impressed. Or many India papa na yet there. But meanwhile, say be you might not be able to give us a very informed view on and somewhere or there on a kind. But that's just a little bit that I can share with you. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I pretty much understand where it's coming from and where it's going. Fortunately or unfortunately, digitalization is the future. I've seen digitalization grow and to this stage because I've been in telecom for over 20 years. So it's something I've seen and been part of all this while. The part I'm usually worried about is when the politicians come promising heaven, because there's always a limit to what anybody can do. Unfortunately, in as much as they have the power to do limitless things, they are so myopic in their thinking that whatever they do doesn't get us anywhere. All the assurances is giving us about the Ghana card say if it will materialize and we'll all be very happy. But you and I, as we say here today, know about the 1,001 promises the NPP government have given and delivered almost nothing. I don't know how soon he can promise me that he will even finish this Ghana card project, let alone put it into phases and now start implementing all that he's saying. You started actually Ghana card, you started Kufo, you started Ghana card actually. Mama Munina Bechumoko. I need more from MPP before I'll rally behind what they are saying. In as much as I know that is the future, in as much as I know digitization is the future of every economy today, I am skeptical when I have to jubilate about what politicians tell me.
Mm-hmm. No, okay, all right. You need further particulars, maybe.
Ampa. Politicians, they are not there. Like I said, the PP has made us 1,001 promises. The only thing we've seen is the very free SHS. And now we, and today be all more promises I can see until it materializes. I can't say I want to start jubilating now. No.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right then. Vogan. You better ask it. You better ask it. Pa. Nete hudi. Offer body. Fa. O number no. Egu. Comment for them na. Vogan pick o number no. Right. And then you can communicate with each other as to how he will be able to help your mom get the number, and I say any other information be our person or the ma be na or the ma. Why? Thank you very much. And yet, my man call Abe's way. Abe also in cabinet. Abe, tete Bamaso. Abe. Hey, Abe. Hey, Rambo.
Yeah, Baba.
Hey. Nice one. Sabo call there.
Yeah, Charlie. We're there inside.
You more there inside. You got nowhere to go now. What? You more there inside. Yeah, go ahead. Cabinet. You didn't need it.
Baba Smiley.
Yes.
Look for this word.
Okay.
Neoteny.
Ade.
Neoteny.
Okay.
Neoteny.
Tany. Okay. Neotany. Me what?
Neotney.
Neoteny.
Yeah.
Okay. Teny. Okay. Teny. All right. Okay. Me hear see ana.
Yeah, and read.
Neoteny, also called juvenilization,
Exactly.
Is the delaying or slowing of psychological development of an organism, typically an animal. Neoteny
No.
is found in modern humans compared
Yeah.
to other primates.
Okay. Okay. Stop there. Okay. Stay there.
Now we are with the other. See, yes.
Neoteny in humans is the retention of juvenile features well into
Neoteny.
adulthood. Yes. Do you understand?
Okay.
Is the retention of juvenile features well into adulthood. Do you understand? So when you're an adult and you want to behave like a child, like how Jamensa is doing. This is how to describe.
Abi, Mr. Intina nami bisa se Neoteny a o kupi jabe. Edi intina o kupi jasa asimu ya edebe. Edi aba. Right.
Say, we are not children here. Do you understand? We are not children here.
One set you. The Biame can say. So, Obi can be na say, oh, person say, Wajun Bros. So, dear, Wajun Yawa Bros. Na Fabra. Name calling.
Yes, so we have to describe him as
no. It's not about describing him. Okay, Adia or Kaya now, oh, here.
The man is mad.
Oh, Abi, Mahuni said, that is I want to stop you there because behind the scene, right? I know where you are going into the Mr. Okofa Neoteny into the name person making can cry. Mr. Young Queen. Why? Young Queen, Mr. Why? That's all. Young Queen. Hey, Abi.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm here.
Of a 2 minutes and hours in Pachu.
Maybe I told you something.
I say, Abi didn't Neoteny in the bar now was the padintra.
And correct, Miss Ray. Oh, now, the Pacho Papa and Yabu trainer, TMY.
Me too.
I'm going to be very brief. Sir, ye didn't come in, Minya Abbey in the background, what he the Ecoso. And I made me quite dear, Miss Hammond up said, a German son, the least said about him, the better. Because Papa at his age, in our culture, we respect age, say, well, we're a wise person. Me and Kasakoma, you're one-on-one. Me, I made him a lifestyle at all. Was not what you see, I know to. It tells you, say, this man can best be described as a Neoteny.
Of a June, and he also infant one way. Why?
Because Germans are look about obey concept. On just yet. Minia, a Kwaku Beduado try as best as possible. Once a Kwaku Beduado one time can say, what try part to educate a Germans are still on Tiasie. Just a who pay gradi knowledge same on Tiasie. The one man obey concept at that age, 70 plus. The man is genetically congenital liar. He would die a liar. Until I'm Neoteny, that's a right. I'm going to be brutally blunt. The man has he has a problem. The least said about Germans said irrelevant.
It's Mr. And what better or problem now or one who beats me at the amano.
No. This person, my boarama, what damn more, a damn more, more.
Oh,
because woman and knowledge are on pay. Or spew propaganda. And so okay, you know, on Tiasie. Until even mean tested on Tiasie. He's so Massa. I don't want to use certain word. The least said about him, no, the better. Let's move on.
All right. Move on. Why? You fancy ya?
You must obey concept. Concept no ye. 75-year-old ye concept.
You fancy ya? See. You fancy ya? I say we should be very circumspect in the things that we do, the things that we say as well. So they are mechanical. Or when all the dust are settled, there's something within us. It binds us together, right? And Whatever maybe over Jim let Mammy land it, right? And say na America no. When all this sad dust we etc. There is one thing about us in the context of what we do here, no. Well, some people who have expanded their circle of consciousness, will see things differently. But in the context of what we do here, no, Ghana for right. And whatever the case may be, that alone binds us together. And I'm very certain say. We so right, you don't want to push your child away, then bibi cry and we're pushing away bibi and cry. Now there's something within you am feeling something for that child, and say whatever description you would want to give to the person, beyond all those descriptions, there's one thing that should put us all together, and then we should look at things also from that perspective, and then be circumspect in how we describe ourselves here and there, and that's a very, very important part. Why? It's over chum. Medwase.
Papa, be fair so. For 2-3 years, a young man said there be our bar. Master, you can't and my so no, a just no family self who say, has he ever been considerate to artists or who send me a gun? No, be fair. You know it. I'm taking you about 3-4 years ago.
I understand that one.
The man is a wicked man. Wicked man. We should look. Master, let's forget about him. When you're relevant.
So the fan said the can also a wicked. I don't think you would want to pay him with the same kind of wickedness, maybe.
That is why I said the least said about the Jebels are the better. I ignore him. To me, when you're relevant.
Okay.
He's not relevant to me.
Okay. All right then.
Knowing what I know now, he's not. I don't want him to be. He's when him see about politics in Ghana. He doesn't know anything from Nkrumah time up to now. Nana Adunya, he doesn't know anything. He just come in and spew propaganda. He doesn't know anything about Kwame Nkrumah's government. I know a lot. Just ignore him.
Okay. All right then. Thank you very much. Abi oho.
Yeah, Baba Smile, I'm here.
What a quick one. Oshe said ye ura dampare Greater Accra Regional Minister boy Jumana. So I would say they are giving the first aid of our problems, which is needed. So to say accident the first thing that you do and say you provide the first aid to the situation. I can see say those two are doing very well. In order for us to move into the second phase, which is trying to put in structures so that the problems that they are trying to handle on the first aid level, they can handle it going forward.
Baba Baswale, this is what I've been saying all the time. To bring about change, you understand? You need to accept. You understand? You need to accept that there is a need for change. There should be some sort of urgency towards that change. You understand? And they should have planned what they are doing so that they will roll out the plan gradually. But it seems they started the whole thing with what I would describe or I've been describing as a knee-jerk reaction. So going forward, both of them might have met one or two obstacles along the line, which shows that they haven't really planned properly. The Greater Accra Regional Minister wanted to ban Okada and so on the motorway, and you see how some people are reacting. That calls into question the sort of stakeholders he consulted in his plan. during his planning phase. The same applies to the IGP with regards to this Susu guy. You understand? They have created awareness that there is a need to change. Now, what they have to do is, if they have no plan, or maybe I don't know the sort of plan they have, I don't know how comprehensive their plan is. I don't know who they identify as the stakeholders and so on. These are the questions they must address, but it requires them to plan, so that what they have to do is to sustain, bring in sustainability factors. You understand? How do we make sure that this particular initiative we've started, or this awareness we've started, will be intensifying and will bring about the needed changes or the needed improvements? I used to tell you that in our part of the world, immediately we start the thing, whether it is successful or not. I mean, success is even too strong a word. Immediately we start the thing, we start claiming credit, whether it is successful or because we don't even measure the impact. Do you understand? So right now, what they have to do is, one, they have to plan. Two, the planning should include identification of the various stakeholders. They also have to include performance measures. Not indicate they need to have the indicators, but they need to have performance measures as well. Papa Smiley, as an accountant, we have about 4 or 5 criteria we use to measure the performance of something, especially in the public sector. The private sector, we have a lot, but in the public sector or the government sector, at least there are 4. Commonly, people call it 3 E's, but there's other E. There's 4 E's, I call it. One is efficacy. You understand? I think I said these words on another platform, and they were making fun of me that efficacy is only used in the healthcare sector regards to medicine. You understand? This is how limited people can think. But Smiley, we use efficacy to assess the fact that if you want to implement a given piece of program or project, the method you use or the method you choose should enable you achieve the purpose of what you want to do. So are they using the right method? You understand? Is a method, of course, is a method efficacious? The other E is efficiency. You understand? It's efficiency. Efficiency, in the common man's language, is doing the right things. Doing the right things. Do they think they are doing the right things? They should have criteria for identifying the right things. You understand? You consider all of these things in your planning process. Then the other E is economy. You understand? Whatever approach they are using to address whatever problem they are doing, they should make sure that it costs less, or the resources they are using as compared to the output. In the case of the public sector, we don't use output, but we use outcomes and impacts. You understand? If it is in the commercial sector, you use output, because if you produce cars, if you produce tomato, But in the public sector, in this case, they are providing services. So what is the impacts, the outcome and the impacts of what they are doing on the community or on their stakeholders? You understand? So the cost of creating this impact should not be more than, the impact you are creating. That's the economy. And the last E effectiveness. You understand? Economy is doing things right. What we are doing, are we doing the right things? Is it, are we doing it properly and so on? Effectiveness is doing things. Effectiveness is doing the right things, but efficiency is doing things right. You understand? So are we doing the right things? That is what effectiveness is. And this is the remit of leadership. To be able to identify that we are doing the right things. If they allow these criteria, these 4 E's to guide them, they will be able to create the necessary. And why somebody like me always criticize and talk is the fact that you start something, and I've said here before, availability is not success. Do you understand? We, in our part of the world, we are fond of equating the fact that, he's brought schools, he's brought this, he's made it available. But is it successful? Is it efficient? Is it economical? Do you understand? In the type of school, that's a method. Is that what we need? But unfortunately, most of our people on this platform, most people understand. But if you go to other platforms, this sort of reasoning, this sort of thinking is too big. You people, you talk book long, that sort of thing. Do you understand? But Smiley, that is what I keep telling you. If we have to plan, or if we think through some of our programs or some of the things we do with strict sort of analysis, we would have gone far. You understand? That is how
the Abby, the question is, I said, it's like you come to meet a problem, right? Immediately, you will need to you want to douse the problem one way or the other. And then going forward, then on say what to turn your mind when you say okay. Now, I can take the next step.
Papa Smiley, let me stop you here. Mm-hmm. We can apply this particular scenario to the regional minister. You understand? To the regional minister, to a large extent, this sort of impromptu situation may apply to him, but the IGP is not.
Okay.
The IGP has been in the system for so long. You see, this is the one reason why somebody like John Dramani Mahama, nothing he does, nothing he says now, I'll take him serious. Because the man has occupied any conceivable position in Ghana. So if he tells me unless he becomes president before he knows it, the man is a liar. So if the IGP tells us he's not aware of this problem, he's a liar. The regional minister, to some extent, we can say yes. But that doesn't mean he can douse the fire. Do you understand? He can douse the fire. But then, he has to do it with a plan. You have painted the situation as if it's so urgent. He has just met it. No. If it takes him 1 month, 2 months to plan, at least he can put some sort of temporary planning in process. Then going forward, he will be knocking it into shape.
Okay.
Do you understand? This is how they should, so that they should consolidate whatever little gains they have and improve upon it. Our problem is starting the thing and improving upon it gradually. But as well, I've told you both here of the Japanese continuous improvement philosophy. You understand? That a wet towel, this towel we use to clean ourselves, at any point you would rinse it. Depending on how you rinse it, water will still come out of it. Do you understand? But before I go, this digital thing, people are talking about Bawumia as if this man has generated he has come out with something not done anywhere, something unknown. It's like a joke. It's because it's now our people are just being exposed to something. I had a book in front of Digitizing Government, Understanding and Implementing New Digital Business Models. Do you understand? In the UK here. This book was written 2014. And this talks about a lot of digitizations the UK government has done. But if you listen to MPP people, they are talking as if Bawumia has brought about digitization to the whole world.
On the Abi. See na the entity. O say oh no, sisi anibia obi to iPhone emawa, right? You wouldn't cherish it as much as obi no only be who be sad that now will be a 2 years side a man obi in level, right? And so yeah man, your baby a free banny or your baby, right? Yes, your level now I wanna we are the UK4 who say a normal the who say a heavy into know them so I never tell my why kakra why
If you go to .gov, UK.gov, you see everything this thing there already.
Was no credit okay me jitum, right? But say yeah funny say yeah level no there you hunu sa na okay a huge man into no there kakra enyan kakra why kadanka.
Yeah, but we don't want a situation when technology which is there already, some people are using it. Look, I remember when Mama was president, he came to London here. I was at the function, and he said, I'm dreaming, I'm looking at the day when a policeman will stop you and he doesn't collect money, you just give some digitized something, then I said, but this thing is being done some places already. Because we don't benchmark whatever we are doing. People, they send delegations, they send everything outside, and I don't know what the people come and study. You know, there is this climate conference in Glasgow. Today, I heard one of the journalists say something. I said, these people are like children. And they develop well. They want to cheat us. They want to do this. And these people are fighting for their interest, not your interest. Do you understand? And the comments the guy gave, I said, come on, I felt so disappointed. And they are at the conference, so they are not interacting with any other person apart from this Ghanaian delegation or Africans. When you go to a conference, you interact with people you don't know. And share ideas, capture ideas.
You, Abi, you know whom is where? Why? Na yanko na sika ho, right? No sia ba pa hu si mansia no so pepe nene ye pon sisa time ne de we make sure say ebnada ene yawada no so ene pon na ye ukuda ene fiala de maybe we can you quarter the 8 o'clock so that BB can come in with turning God's word. If you are the second deputy badia, let's just say we can travel very far.
Second deputy not coming today.
What banana home and out of from hopefully no besaba before.
But they haven't finished his food.
I don't know yet. You yanko Jacobi honom ketu bi ansa na mensa memra na nesika ho Jacobi.
Hello me da I be me kiawo but what you know I don't agree with you on certain points because we weren't born the same day. Some are older than others. It is after a guy next year. I see nothing wrong with it. So and I did back on say Bawumiase card no. Ghana card will be used to say e-passport. And ex-executive secretary of NIA, Mr. Osei Kwame Griffiths, was it the end? What the Mia is saying is blatant lie. So, Ubefa card, you know, it's me a dear to conquer the European Union, no passport, no, one the ID card, you know. This is mere exaggeration. What is? As what kind of culture, Nipan, many panel, and Yantias, yes, I will go with me. I don't know. Secondly, what is Dr. Dampare? Over to me, a human year, because you have only do, they are 2 army. And now, Dampare, no, some position coming. In that, it said, someone JB Danko Wu, investigation team, one and that done or starting with both in the a one or transfer cocophobia. Genio, it is JB Danko Wu, Manu Kuta, authentic information on that. And in position of their manner, a position of silence, just silence him. What is? And a greater Accra regional minister, no, and people for more about Andaman. I said, Bena, person at the Wakafano. Person at the city. So on to the boss. Will be a human rule, one to the boss. Let's just say they are not in to help the country in any way, just came in to enrich themselves. So I think the IGP, you know, logistics, we're supposed to need to be a human. What has he said about that? The same thing happened to Amidu. It is okay here, pa. So I think, lawyer said any chance. Lawyer said any chance.
IGP now, so I ask any chance.
Yes, because at the end of investigation team was done. MP Muewu, what the common net. Now, what's that people go to the one or transfer to Cocophobia? What does it mean?
And so about your IGP, will bet me a Kenya and Muamaya investigations in a quick.
And I'm still a position of their man, a position of silence.
Oh,
just to silence him, not to come out with the actual distance. Evidence.
And you, Ojo sell on to me, Uncle Kenya as our case in the moon.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Send ya, says answer Jacobi. Young fan say, just young man who benefited the doubt in Kakra, right? Now, among for chassis any agitation, say any IGP new one abeno. Omomodia say. Obe pushy investigations no into ora JB Dankwa ewu no yen hyase enye sa agitation no yen hwede ebesi right enum mbeboa ye
Tessie don't know.
Free Ghana. I wouldn't know.
About outside to kill the case. So what is?
So many says don't free Ghana.
Yo, what do you have to watch? Maybe they do. So what is? Investigation or your teacher? And you what that is there, walk up on said, one not to say, 2020, over dinner for elections, you know. No more cocoon. No more static committee. Are you present IGP? One and a year, but commissioner, chairman. So, these people are starting to a one or something to Cocopodia. What does it mean to you? Huh? David, as you can look, I just want my name to say, so what is material or software? I don't. What's it Ghana and Kuala Lumpur and maybe account? They want me and Chile the end and Kuala Lumpur. So, Mammy, no, no, fake, you know, kidnapping, no.
Yeah.
Many lawyer, many psychologists are cast on that. I don't know what mood yet. The same case, the other, no, do about immediately or sentence. How many says here? Huh? We are no longer children. So I didn't you immediately know what sentence. No, I can't give you the same case. My minister you more serious than current to I don't want because I can't work off.
And is it no what are you driving at?
Me see. The lawyer no every time me say. That is nothing. Ghana, you see a video say me. Mentally a man definitely. Our Hokura I used to say I let them. I did only intensify no power. You all can say, all right, the Nipa wouldn't do my yard. We not doing bonnet. So we need to my yard. We not doing bonnet. If you want to meet other pastor, we'll be near one of the Indiana. You stick to that. So I just no Hokura not near rampant. I just say and net the who need the yet you. So I just I put you and a bit Italian name in armor. So I just you know, I saw a woman and I saw a man sentence. No more, one sentence, no one communal work. So, who sentence after 8 years, he's going to meet hardy criminals in the prison. What about pet? Not for nothing, Bonnet, no any. I can't see you, and if I want not to you, 3 assess cases, I am more serious than this, because I'm so I am. So I think what would come off with what's what sentence, but I could first say, the thing you know, them I know what you want to do. That's only call man with ya. We know you are useless.
Into let's say Jacob the old kind of who performance let's say as fanfu performance, yes, sir.
Yes, I read first. That is what I know in life. I don't know investigation come from your here. No, what you just over now. What's my investigation? I didn't call to a more sometimes, I didn't do that. I see I said, I just want to say, so what is we shouldn't treat these people with kid gloves. So what is they are wicked. The may have secretary, our NIE, and some of our countries. So, the not 197 countries. How many countries we have in the world? Taiwan has no recognition. Hong Kong has no recognition. Therefore, we have 195 countries. I know 177. He's a blatant liar. But we are SGS one. So, I think. Masters, you can't the compare. I said, so I am in Yaba. You can't say a question for one editor on every year. You may not have the cool. You can't avoid the money go. That I know another dano. And yes, they can't call it because you can't go man. So we are also young person. A bravo case, or man in the system. I found no mechanism, then will give you I am faster. This is our man.
Say a step by step one, Jacob.
That is step of Ben Edward you. I see a follow. The Benedict, tell me.
Yeah, Jacob, with him.
From one you go to two. So I think those 2 steps of and we are colonel. What to say our man we are on the process.
Okay.
You wasn't.
You Jacobi, what can you say? Why? You better ask. Why?
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Now let's go. What's the Yɛnkɔ na Nesika hɔ no mu ɛna agya yɛmfa kakra nkra nso ne yɛnsɔre so. Na Nesika hɔ. Fresh Ghana boy. Okay, na Nesika ɛtiminka. Yo, maame hyase ɛwɔ wɔfa Kofi Twumbarima ɛso. Wɔfa Kofi.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Say IGP wo bomodin but say dey wuti e Jacobi nsem a wo kan yi a. Na say one day wo hunu sa o.
Well, people have got different opinions. Me, the Nkameka, and say, I want to touch a bit on the Bawumia.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, because see that man, some of the Masa, when I see, then I believe Wakasa Bibi say Ghana card. The Ghana card requires what? Me card now. I say Butuma, room friend Ghana card. Ya trust to echo what's the Ghana card be any so. I think we must address that and get the proper understanding. We must call things by their proper names. Card no, it be Butum say ya trust to echo what's you trust to Ghana card. So that then becomes a bit confusing to other people. Two, I'll see at the end of the first quarter of next year, which is first quarter year, end of March, that is April, it be used as for international travel. Okay. Me try to be by London next year, April. Me ba me share that me the passport be see me drew airport to airport. Make I say with the Ghana card, me could never heard there. What will happen at the airport, and I'll call you. Because me need say it will work like that. Indeed. This same Bawumia, someone said some years back, okay, said, if talking about the economy, and he's head of the Ghana economic team, or say if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Now, today, Yemusa said, what is the cedi to the dollar? It's over six cedis plus to $1. And that's 5 years. Obey Vice President. Has he fixed it? Or before to buy it? Now you force something. And then a 6 plus. So has he fixed anything? That tells you, say, Bawumia Kufuor's fundamentals managing the economy is very weak. Bijitumpa say nipa baby say the economy is so bad. Ya Bobusian say we are heading towards epic proportions. Very soon, Kufuor Bawumia will be running back to IMF to borrow again. And Bimusa say it's be reborn Jenya. What would they hide about there? It been an economy. 1 year unnecessary free SHS, boarding. United Kingdom will boarding schools and Ukruma. Can the government afford a boarding school for everybody? No. Boarding school what Britain have a fee paying. Boarding school Ukruma, but a fee. You have to pay a fees. Free no better me here. But Ghana the end why free boarding. That is where the problem is. A populist nonsense. See, and then you have people like somebody defending, say. So, me, I have a problem with this economy of Ghana, the way it's being managed, and even the free SHS. You know, is it going to turn out quality educated Ghanaians? Is it? And is the universities ready to absorb all these thousands and hundreds of thousands of students coming from all the boarding schools in Ghana? The good ones who can progress into uni, have we got enough units to absorb all of them? That's another big question. So far, nobody's addressing it. The government is not talking about it. The air can say, we'll be back over in the free HTS. Free HTS, it doesn't end there. You progress to other heights. One more defend it. Papa, ya, me say, ignore one can't one say. So, I'm Kazenka. Over free HTS, and so we become. These are, I think, teething problems that some of us are interested. We are watching with an eagle eye on a daily basis. So, and now, we'll start teaming on the new IGP. Yes, fantastic. He's doing a very brilliant job. I like what he's doing. But because there have been so much nonsense going on in Ghana for a very, very long time. Or to see, internet, so you are a friend in number one. The men's gold.
Number one.
What did you call Sika? Say Yachino, that conference here. It's on the Ghana website here. Me kind of offer me about program. Dampare I don't know why he was not made a IGP years back, because the previous IGP for no, Omanye Bibia, Papa by a way name be me feel say a year. Inti me dem me bomb in some man say he's bringing some level of discipline in Ghana. So what show say what will be cross the red line, he will pick it up. So previously, no, Obi also anu aye nkwasasem bia no afa no ho ade, but with dampare no, em say was set boundaries, no, loud and clear. What will be cross you? If you think you're a man, now cross the red line, he'll show you his teeth. So to me, that is radical leadership, and I support him on that. So, me bomb in some man say on course. Now, ultimate course after about a year or two, a lot of discipline will be instilled in our social fabric. Indeed, the America will be in some.
You, thank you very much, Ofa.
Thank you, sir.
Kofi Chum, very much. Vogano. Vogan.
No,
Aha, yeah, Poano. No. So, I come meet you best. Adunu enuma na aduasa entem na ye sorry so nti also the enuano maka e no final word no fabra preko why fabra preko
okay ene ma me fa dampare ho preko
okay
na o sha ase me kran medical abo na baso se adwuma na o ye ne de sa na nka ye pe no ma se na o fa chum kan ye no o se ye ma no mre because in as much as he is doing the work, we believe some circles believe he is being selective in his justice. Why so? Because Onwa he appointed, he made a lot of promises, and he went to the extent of saying, "Say crimes are happening in the past in Obeshe, no address." Inti so wakofa na mwana yeda na say. Onhwe na o meye hu se adwuma no de waba se ne washa ase no washa ase no so the baby. And one thing he should be mindful of when Obama came to this country, he said something: we should focus on building institutions and not individuals. See, obey adwuma ni nyina, but one instills our discipline in the police institution. Unfortunately, Ojaye Hokoya, you and I know say it be good. Inti mebo na baso sesi a na sanya wo fa chuma aka no. Ye manome no aye nia yen ya dwen ye se sanya wa sha se sanya ye ya dwen so de be wie. Ye be hwe so de be wie isa. E ka kra.
You thank you very much. In order, me say your first aid solutions and your secondary stage, you know, and your tertiary institution, you know, tertiary level solutions to problems. We had the Ekuya, you go your primary, no, your first aid, and we hope we will graduate to the secondary stage, and then we will move on to the tertiary, whereby we will have institutions rather than the strong men or more flaunto or more muscles in dealing with problems for us. Thank you very much, Morgan. And Nanasiga, Bamasu.
Papa, drink this, and I'm what to say.
I am here, pal. You're from earlier on, want it. Oh,
what's me?
Say, oh, Baffle Frost, and I mean, you say, guess, nephew. Oh, and say one shake gave you abo so Baba Fanaba Brujidi dear.
Oh, that bit.
Anna Okoyen so one foul boga and you be also catch say Oko Tadia Crana itimi amount preferential treatment kakra. So
yeah.
But say what one you be a girl there.
Daddy, Papa and man and got some mobu. There might be a bit near from my bed traffic for having a Ghana home. And I'm also fit. And I don't know, so could you be the
okay. Oh, near walk my part. One you be a girl. Oh, one you be a girl. You, and ye can be a ye poan and take cabini and sorry. Why?
Papa, if I should sing this, I maswafo na na se ministers no ana o ma ban am mu bibia o Ghana papa me gidi so do so pa yi ana me boa
omodoso say o number no ho
but enti o hwe wo mu nyina e sim say nipa mi ni pe ni etimi bo mu din Ghana ko etimi bo mu din out to say 100 pokura na em se nipa mi ni pe ni etimi bo mu din
okay
Peter coverage na minister ena dampare papa not just a side here not just in total na say favor be back on the side of the government too. Because with all the ministers ne am deputies no appointees they will be appointments they will be not a nipa me bit me figure out now the whole Ghana will be able to not just something is not right somewhere.
I don't know, but I don't say Nanasika. Say team bi wo ho no mu a ohu. On say Barcelona e wo ho say so Rana Messi e wo Barcelona na. Say Barcelona team no na fine ankasa but there were Messi ohu a standout key player na obi ata boni. They no say team ni new. But and say you were one standout player bia ultimu say team no de ye boni din pe na chese ye hu ne say ya bo team we edin right entino someone may say nyese bia the whole administration is in shambles but these two individuals no ye standout players be in the team they are doing exceptionally well ana
papa do I know you are doing kwambi because social other sectors now and other ministries now the finance minister says that obi a finance minister to me fancy se fa bia ngupam ama sabi tike kwa no se na kwan be fa so use no and I say so bete yen your necessary spending ye huni na always ono na juma na se de bi o le di Ghana me ekobo bisia financial sector so be bi ehu hia pa o so a great minister so enkoye so road minister almost road the work Ghana to attack kwa the enyan attack the airtime go the work airtime enkoye internal kobasa se nipa mi nipa we nkwa na the whole out of about 1,500 ministers no two penny ebo mu dey na just there's something wrong somewhere papa na IGP ni ye nyina bebo na baso papa dey nyina ehia ne say obenya akokoduro no gya na so na adwuma pa na odi esi ne nisu so oye no papa obi mpatika nko daada no ana say president no or appointing no on popo na ningu no so say wan yesi ameyo say wan yesi ameyi odi wan yesi na odi akokoduro be ye na adwuma because what things of a panel ho they say what shall see all boja all years my papa e be kata one the krom Ghana we do want say power authority from above and I can recano and our power from above can or mokano
power from above yeah
power from above be e dey sakesi ya be tono so na kana se na dey also one year no ontumi nye that is the any idea a hard if you best say o mampani the best no se papa no o didi wo numu nti na wa appointing no on jana no onye na juma on jana because o share the whole idea e see eja e so aso le no papa eja ne say nyama mampani pa le bedum na e ji ni to be able to be eja no for now na Ghana force yem fa kuma panta ne ti na juma pa na wo ye no papa onye because what you need is a police service no kwa papa me hu nipa bi e police implemento ni bi first no papa officier o kweduma mu kufia na the traffic ko kwan so ni boss are we ruga kuditi but maybe my sister or say no police ni bi am boss are ni bi so ni official bi not what point not to be no you have no right to do that what I say. It's not as a fan of Oyejuma. Oyejuma is the time papa.
Ghana approach form the Omoka or the approach for Kano Kufi.
Yeah. What can be the copy? 24 no.
Ah.
For the big copy, almost brown. From me ASP and as a DOP. Almost brown.
Yatwerɛ ho police and omede car no kofi.
Ghana police. Yeah, Ghana police, yeah.
Okay.
All pick up at the
I don't know. Said you honor the NCT because I have seen so when it ya obi wo hono ma o neighbor cry a police ni but unim so a police ni so nim za.
And correct.
O neighbor o next door we a police ni but you will never know say unless you say be akohia no krom baabi ana o she police atare ana wahuni say o police ni but titi entemo they live with us but you hardly know say
because we see Ghana by you say NHS match them also I'm the master them papa I want to me buy my banfi ha ni no and the moment I pray about the gina me pun ya no nam say onyambo bia na o se dabi me gidi so ye bia
Unless you got the grace.
What is coming? And then why must have a bomb promo? Bam.
Some here one here oh who so
must have a hobby. A dear son, you to be all right.
No, Oma Bejiska, Akotobiano.
I say they monitor the way the things that, and I say how they do things. No, so they monitor stuff, right? Said your omba when I have a friend that also free Ghana basa. No. Ne record Chrome has seen to try some kakra there be. Was so. Enti obaye na ono so sa yes one share them kakra, right? As per the regulations. Enti omo ba de fie omo ba de fie enti ofia omo bo mu no bi e wo mo ana obusom say what is their problem now so it's just you know formality. They just want to check if everything is okay. Now omo wie no musa ne say na the mask we in for o fie no omo say musa ne say the mask o he no say am I supposed to wear mask in my house? E ho na o cap no bo mu o manim. O menti ma anya ne hwe ana o mko so the bottom line is said ye also you know they just randomly, right? They randomly pick and we are no rules on why they don't get the visit, right? They
you know
I say ebi a wo no wo mhwe wa mhwe wo se de wo sitie na ha give ba show ho no na say obekọ give ho it you know they just want to be sure, that's all. And you know it's not unfortunate say bi a wo na ya twice, right? Enti omo peke say na kwaku ba yi no no so oma omenya sure say kwaku omo ko ni fie ho no, right? Enti omo pick they pick out and then they visit. So minim say wafa so ba ye no omo ka so won hye dem kakra wafa dwum wo ba ye omo ka so hye dem kakra.
Oh, David.
I don't know if I can say wo the omo so hye dem because say some necessary regulations you.
Papa almost mentioned them 5 days.
O free Ghana be through London.
Aye. Na vaccine wa woni mienu nyina.
Na me musa no. Na me pacho na naska wo ye wo to lateral flow kit ni bia na want to.
Of a man to.
That's why. That's the penalty. Me to lateral flow. Tama me hear me a locator form ni we and all me phone so no. And me progressive to kit no. And me told me the £19.99 and me dem address into omo deliver aba me fia me am testimony no mo start charging me £10 for delivery. If I say £29.99 pay as against last March me buy and na me tua £250 and send me free Ghana eba. But you say you're relaxing. Boris Johnson, are you cheap? Maybe cry £10. Ningina is on your phone. So we are. Let's just say, oh, I now they are called results on negative or positive. 1 year and 10 5 days. Maybe we drew for day 2. May arrive here 2 days later and I deliver at my door. So lateral flow test number £19.99. Into me, I'm testing who we are no negative. It may call baby, I make obia.
Nasika, one follow protocols. Oh, the identity.
Papa, me and buy.
Oh, the idea.
Kids now for a canon.
Who Toby?
But a mine, into no channel.
Oh, that's about within 2 days. 2 days, a day. And can we drew? I will be drew. Dan Okadas will be drew Tuesday. In case I was receive with kids by Wednesday and then Thursday. I check. What do you write address my woman? Baby, I want case I was Wednesday. Now, just say why you testing by will be drew Tuesday until Wednesday, Thursday, and can and then day 2. Nanka why you testing no? Some kind of call them so warm phone number they are called.
Phone number from
and your friend
home.
You, Sika.
Who do you know? What are you saying? Say the now toy.
Of the same price as all you know.
I mean they're £19.99. Yeah, okay.
So then unless Sika say same price as we did. I say gamen bia oba brojini fufuro da oko Madonna's na wonim se die si to Madonna's aduane na eja okodi akwa bi achi enti akwano no order wi ni duru no so na yebusa nse o so dia na for same as the other one. Said yeah, Nanasika, same price. Nanasika,
Papa.
Okay, same ayati.
What's he say? Media love you,
But they love you.
Thank you very much. Bye. Now, Obi Busa said, one for golden tree chocolate amber.
Papa, Debbie.
Opa, Oko Ghana, one for golden tree chocolate amber. Now, you don't pay golden chocolate amber.
Also, Yankas, I make economy, Miss Annie, no matter be coy.
Debbie, who ban Miss Cassa, who ban one for golden tree chocolate amber.
Papa, Manchester Ghana chocolate, and I'm meaning to Manchester the father.
Oh. Okay, all right there. No problem. Why? No problem. You Nanasika, you better ask it. Why? You better ask it. Now, Yama second deputy Mremo Kakre. Oba no ko Yama and Kakakra 20 minutes. Yama and Kakakra na so for body on so Kakakra sorry so.
Hey, now, Papa, Mr. Elijah. Just say, Busumi and Tim can be was I to Koyana.
Also to 1212 been no we are obey there over me.
Obi our coded location or Kushia Angel Ubasa by so I was like
as an angels name an assignment into Buswa on photo assignment yeah
you now probably about guy friend Dampare sorry
Dampare case near say Ghana and Guana odin to me no Timmy Fama.
And I said angels no so Ghana what is angels now Elijah
Dampare jurisdiction in no has Ghana pen odin post. Will be our master. Why? You second deputy. Inform to say
Papa boko na bibia boko dia
bibia dane kwam pa bibia edane kwam ene de wa mantem nti odi kakra be kana
enkomo amudi sisi ana na emi de papa se ko be test ya kana na discussion de mi na me tie ana hey asemu we si Ghana ka papa short man ka juma edibedi no se sa ensemu nyina ye de besan ayi yɛde ba besan Ghana yɛde ba besesa de no wabane am akɔhyɛ de ma yɛse quarantine ho ka ho asɛm ka yɛntimi ni azaja bruni kan dia na edi so nje be ndem papa na papa ensema ye ka se ayi asɛm yi sɛ wabro ni asɛm no asɛ nokora kakra bi ɛbata nkyɛn ɛnɛ na mekɔte nsɛm bi a na ɛwɔ akyiri papa sɛ wabro ni di asɛm bɛba papa nokora ɛwɔ mu nyinaa ne sɛ me sɛ saa maame no saa pre na ɛde ne tena mu no na ɛyɛ nokora sɛ yɛmaa na ride no na nokora kakra wɔ mu na mso kɔtena mu no twitwa pictures kakra ɛna ɔde bɛpu Ghanafoɔ ne nanado nyinaa sɛ ɔhia $5 million so hu yɛma no 5 million nyɛ saa nsɛm a ɔbɛka no in terms of election time no 2019 ho baabi no nganzo anya hwe wo de yɛde bɛma na nya abotre so hu ɛna ɔmo yɛ na ɛsɛ Kennedy ne kan sɛ bɛma 200,000 ɛne ade in terms of abayiwie no wɔgye ne 200,000 ɛna ɔmo sɛ madam for bibia ne obibia fabra
ti papa me sɛ o ɛyɛ photo kɛkɛ ana o twae ana wɔde photo no blackmail
sɛ o sɛ o che dade pictures ne niema bi a sɛ otwitwae ne ade na ɔde kyerɛkyerɛ so we na bɛyɛ sɛ ne bi sɛ sɛ ɔno no ne saa krachi bi na ɛtwempra wɔ hɔ ɛna ɔyɛ sɛ o saa de ne mo maban ne megu no me di we bɛba bɛhyɛ hɔ ne ade nam sɛ amanfo kɔ dem no so no sɛ wokɔyɛ a wahwɛ de asɛm bɛba ɛna ɔso ɔbɛcharge $5 million enti $5 million no ɛna ɔmka so da bi Kennedy yɛ sɛ yɛbɛma $200,000 enti wo de bibi ɛwɔ bi agyae na yɛbɛka ho asɛm dɛm enti ɛmi sɛ ɛto aba ne wie yɛ ohunu hɔ na ɔm sɛ ɔhema bibi a wo biara no fa kɔma Ghanafoɔ enti ɛno ne ani bere aba papa enti asɛm no sɛ yɛ ma na ride ampa na ensem no kure bi ade ni mem so blackmailer
on what grounds your man riding no
grounds ni nyina ne say papa on say say I say bi a me fan say ahaya ye we nyina na bi a yakọ share baby ni bi a Vorgan kra bagas second deputy minimum bi a mo man ride ni enko because me kai one time me kokofodi na a friend said the youngsters omo bomb match ni ade na after that no let me play bi o ti on my return no Mr. the youngsters backs in a new back. So, in the question, situation be you say, well, you Canada on and where you are kind of libino. Maybe a plane and play to a jano. Now, when you day continue, quite all the any more financial or mine. So, I think baby, I could see.
Where's some of us are because you what man right, okay? Anna said yeah, there also turn the roof for bus mobile, right? What exceptional happened in that bus? I will be him there blackmailing the roof for.
Oh, Papa, so say be a plane mono, a be a bus mono. Those time they be a year common, sir. If you are about him, could be coso. If you go no acquire password, we need be a be a record. Father say na my bob kakrachom say bia say ni ade say papa bia
me bo ekwan mufa onfa so wini game ya na say de na aka ho ase
o de mama fa mu team yin example say bia ye wo match papa bi ni e bebo a bia mokofa mala tadwum e kofa flowers etitale maso achi so hu na bia mo ka ho asem so hu na makwa say bia minim kwan a mofa so a mode ba na say bia me de ko ba bontin so hu e bia na ho no nkomo bi kura koso wo e ho no ma wa record a so no na wa adwen oni ma adwen de ko tina plane papa so na me ka say so mo ka say bia wan tene mu a upon the MMA things say otina plane mu ampa
okay
ba say one opom papa na emrantie kura o ma di 40 plus kura no e da ho de na omo ne sa obi ono so ne one ma na be da e di dua ne ne ma ne rubber ne ade ne ene ne ye adwuma no compared to say bia akokro no wadi 70 papa moment ya se enkoye ka se mu na say de ensem ni bi won ma na no kuru bi won so na no kuru ni no kuru mu na papa maka chire ono asem ni sa ne kosi
all right
you know maame no o ma call no a bluff ena nani abre so hu nani na abre
okay
ena ni asema
so okay all right say what fa be so obusa question ketu nti ye ma ofa musa na afi ye ma Mr. Kitiosin ensumra over musa question why
yo kwabra what's all kind metie pa na enso ka ho me pa che yebu oman ya ye friend Republic of Ghana obi bebu oman ni bi da ye friend John Mahama Emma wodi maami bi ye friend Ghana ye friend Akua Donko eka presidential trip ho eko Italy ye twi Mahama boso and na Akufo-Addo so ko pray the same akonya kese no say one day obey a better job okay bibi cross Ghana ye bread do ye tisika so ye bread na mo di tumi no mama be hihye bibia we expected good governance aye papa che NDC for the no ena mutray monye tumi no na presidential jet mudi kwa yi Accra to Kumasi and back to Accra no akofa sa girl we atrem. Are you people serious? Do you understand? Say, can you imagine say what the United States of America Air Force One, yeah, a president, national security, just a very very private. No more far girl awareness what it through to a nakota play. So not just a grow moko the mood dia grow criteria you people are not serious. Are you serious to run this country called Ghana? And I'm the year concert. Daddy, Kwabna, me pacho, we are Badrimba. Drink actually. What dear to say no crampa. And the crampa, the horse the yam from so. A good father and can't say Ghana for say what the Mariwa Eco Central presidential plane. No, it is not because you are talking about the presidential jet. Not what for will be a who will be a cotton. Now, maybe the source will be able to say, women, you know, me and Yamma. Obeka say early last year, ABCB National Security Minister Kandapa, one also called a girlfriend, be already 27 years. Na papa, I share pajamas. Na Ojuja and Obusa girl said, do you love me? Papa girl Obusa Kandapa said, do you love? I said, of course I love you. So, na sa niema we a koswa. And Abba Papa, now me no
of course, na TTD any bintina and cause a problem. The other was of course, na TTD any
bintina. That's our own person. National Security Minister, go back into history. And Penufo Bibrebe, Samson and Delilah. Tamu and Delilah didn't suffer for Samson 3 who pay the way at the den. No one says, same between you know one of my home they were. Nagel on the upper to try. Samson, the way you know. King David, what in the palace so. Who said, so Jenny be in a year, a friend of Besheba, who see Niama, and will put walk control. None of you also which David is so pay, a friend by Toget, no abonnet to Toget, no as I'm your cumpapano, no affair. So, President Kennedy, well, I'm ready now, the Caribbean War, 1962, or far girlfriend, a friend of Marilyn Monroe, Tamana Kennedy, or White House. So, and I had a crew my Britain, 1960, John Proof. Just a Emma government Pia follow. Na Akufo-Addo Timia allow presidential plane. A bra a BSC then Kofobi, a baby by no more ordinary guests, a fat VIP lounge, or fat Yan Seti or more, even the cocaine in our film, a Kotika of the debate. Na Akufo-Addo so we the same mistake. Massa, that is Akufo-Addo on serious.
Opa, me no be ya dwen na. Am say ewiase no, ema na bebo wiase. Eno nti na ema ewiase na mema bi ho no ma, e wo mukuru mo Britain there. Om say mema nko na no be di agro no. Nti na me say wasem wo. Nti no. Papa.
Okay.
Say ahana.
ODBC.
Today asem no. Nti no, asem na me say no kura kakra bi e bata ho say oba na mpa. Ne nsem no 1% no kura ba. 99% na aka na no kura bi enim. Sika na oba Beji Ghana for $5 million. They don't get my ride and Quanka can add $5 million. And then, you do,
I didn't government communicators and intimate and Chile now, Chile, yes, I know.
Now, Bogan, so what about Tino Crenefia? Then I know
government communicator.
Oh, there will be a sympathizer.
You see, politicians, and that they are all near all canon, many different perception. Like Mr. Chumaking, Akufo-Addo should have known better. He should have just known better. But only government communicator. Remember, both so. As seminal, a here government. I'm another country and say you will move a on too many. How can you come and tell us Kakra will moon and then what about defending a Kakra channel defending government? Mr. Ward.
Oh, the teacher, my question of Crena, my question at 7 and Crena, maybe I can say some to be on the camp for Prochewa. If you on the camp for Prochewa, no one compare me, no. Say, be a seminal, if you are meeting, say,
Chese no kre pefe but wo ne wakote no eno chese no kre. Ana ne wo wakote no.
Papa was in your catcher, as him see, I was said you'll be a funny dear and it could be anti as said the Obetia Biano. You are entitled to no credit, my dear, but the opposite or two dear as a be entitled.
But my government communicators no match and no credit was.
Open press conference. Open press conference, and what you are saying.
We are taxpayers. When you use the presidential jet for issues as such, you are supposed to come and explain to us why it happens, not sympathizers explaining. I beg your pardon.
Okay, all right then. Thank you very much, Morgan. Second deputy, I think say, oh dear, now we can't deal what here actually, but him say Morgan say, open from a more official source, right? Into the fancy I say, na yeti Capito so kakra. Capito.
Opening. Good evening.
Good evening, Pa.
Thank you, sir. Brother. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Amen. Now, and some are here, Titi. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, boss. How are you? You see, the stories we are hearing are very interesting. In my own little wisdom, or in my philosophy, I will tell you something. I always start with what I have experienced in my life, and nobody. If you have not impregnated or gone to bed with a girl, and people are saying you impregnated her, what would you do? I would rather be happy, because I've never seen a girl before. Things happen, rumors happen, take place all the time. If you, as in a test case, if a particular man you have not even seen. You don't know a particular woman or girl. How come when she's pregnant they will say it is you? If you're a different man being on you, no, I say wow. No, girl, no, what I said. Listen, the president, His Excellency. That's why we call him His Excellency. The president, the highest position in Ghana. Why do you mix yourself with somebody who looks like a total prostitute? Seriously, I am saying that because a woman who has got 1, 2, 3, 4 children, God knows how many men and women in a way, 4. A woman who's got 4 children yet is still unmarried, only no done for as a head of state. Who brought her to you? She's not the best woman in town. So,
Mr. Kitiosen, the lady is married. She's married to a lady. She's married to a lady.
It is making bad matters worse. The point is that normally, I believe in some strong family values, and things like that will not even come into my courtyard, my household at all. You see, a president is a very important position in the country. Then if you are going to be friends, what's your friends? Who are your friends? And who brought even that woman into Jubilee House or God knows where? One of the bread. When we introduced him as president, naturally, she didn't meet the president on the street. High security surrounding our president, head of state. That's why my girlfriend, the security man must know about it. Who's not a security man. Security men must know about it. Now, security man is sad. A woman like that, president. He's a man. And so some people are so weak. I'm not that weak. Some people are so weak. He said, "Who a wife? Excuse me, you are interested in another woman. You are weak." No, that man, I just a win people. You are weak. You cannot even trust yourself. You subject yourself to the lowest level like that. And what's in my kind of for? And she said, because I want information be Nana, a yen nuclear. The nuclear woman said, "Are you interested in you are a womanizer?" No, asma hoops and doye or whatever say, cause you get be mam, no, I call you man. There's no problem. We are human beings. Do you understand? And so some about there must be something somewhere. And then yeah, what transpired? What went on? So yeah, World War as India. High security case here, or the gun of what? I don't understand. You see, Ghana government needs to explain this to us. But yeah, what to 2024 general elections? It's a serious matter. Anybody who's a genuine Ghanaian, we want to know the whole truth. It's not by accident that I think Nkrumah, Mr. Akufo-Addo bumped into this woman on the street. She's a commoner. Do you understand? The president is not a commoner. He's not a common man for the position he occupies. No, it's not. Ghanaians are angry. We are worried. We are anxious. We want to know the truth. How come you fix this woman to our president? Even if it's a fresh young lady, are fine. But it be an old banger. In the UK, we call them old banger. Can't get up. No, we'll go for my president there. That is a bad mark.
Okay.
Old banger. Old banger.
Mr. Yossi, don't mind the book, you find the EG.
Oh, but some engines are no good. Engine, you are, yeah, engine oil, and agree. You for Birmingham. Who do comment and uncle? Seriously, old banger. I'll be. Small boy, uncle for old banger.
Kabitu, I would say.
Mr. Yossi, that is what Papa Smiley likes. So that is what he likes.
Oh, Professor, try on the camera. Sorry, camera. What? We need to what can say, my brother? How do you know? The honest truth is that it is true. I'm embarrassed to say that. Oh, you correct. Only Papa no will be here. Something must go wrong. The highest secrecy, and some about then something has gone wrong. I would call it a wrong mistake. Woman is a pretty woman. She's a pretty woman. Do you understand? Attractive. Or it's a sister. It could be somebody's mother and all that. She looks attractive. But see, I want me to have one man. What will form necessarily you are not married to a man, after you are married to a woman. Oh God, we cannot trust you. Could be my sister or my cousin or something like that. The Ministry of Information must come and give us information. And the Minister for Communication must communicate to us the rationale behind this woman in a helicopter or a jet, presidential jet of all things. So, like I said, Amele, that lady who came to the United Kingdom with cocaine from Ghana. That is Mr. Muhammad's time. Everybody is doing that. But yes, sir. The fact is, yes, sir. We propose to teacher. Not in the presidential national jet. Seriously.
Yo, Kabitu, nonso nabo. Eti ona na odi ebewie. Why? Ona ne. Odi ebewie. Ye bedo ase pa. Se abi mama do fana weather ba me boa.
Papa, so you haven't given me anything.
Oh, okay. Now there for 1 minute. Why? 1 minute.
I must say something. I did not come at the right time because I attended National Committee meeting.
Oh, okay.
Chaired by Dr. Papa.
You oh.
It is about 20 minutes ago. That's why I came late.
Oh,
and I'm pleased to announce to you.
So Mr. Yossi,
yes.
Are you seeing any progress after this meeting?
Oh, Jesus God, man. I'm not the type of person to talk about it. I didn't write the minutes. Do you understand? Oh, no, come on. People think I'm not trivial. I'm not that trivial. You know, I'm honest. We just attended a meeting, National Committee meeting, of which I'm a member. We just finished 6:45. Oh, God knows what. That's why I came. What you say?
Yeah, but the meeting is supposed to highlight, the sort of tools you are going to use the war, so you can know whether.
I'll give you a highlight that in January 2022, my political party, Progressive People's Party, will be 10 years old, and yes, small.
So is that all you discussed? Is that all you discussed?
We are going to be 10 years old.
So is that all you discussed?
Why you asking about what they discussed in their meeting? Why
I'm a schoolboy. No.
Abi, you can't do that. You can't do that. Why?
No. We can look, Papa. So let me tell you, the first time I went to MPP meeting, I sized out the room. I sized out the few people I interacted with, and I sized out the aura in the room, and I asked the guy to tell me these people I'm seeing today, and these people I've interacted. Are these people going to rule Ghana? And this is what they're saying.
Okay.
I tell you, it's MPP is a 64 years old political party formed in 1957. It's a big party. And we are principled, we are simple, and I'm honest.
Mr. You can have all the principles you want.
As a principle,
the end result is what we want to look at.
Oh, no. You are being in a haste.
I will allow you to stay on and have your discussions. You can moderate yourself. The second deputy honum, and move me and come behind the scene. And Minyamo for now. You better munamasi for being part of today's show. It's been an exciting one. As always, ups, downs, but we try to keep the balance. Mediani Papa Smiley, Hour of Awakening and Empowerment Nest. From Ethereum Mission International Center for Spiritual Empowerment. Until then, bye-bye.
Think about the future children. Mankind wicked and wild. Destroying generation. Anyway. Cyanide and mercury in the water. They let this poisoning the water. The farmlands are chemicalized and I don't know what to do. And this is because of illegal mining and cocoa production declining, deforestation and rising of violent crime every day. Well, many men shall die because of the greedy of another man, worldwide, many men shall die because of the greedy of another man, nations, many men shall die because of the greedy of another man,